Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning, Nessa A. Good morning, Miss Smash It. Good morning, Miss Coffee. Good morning, James. How y'all doing this lovely morning? Good morning, Miss Sassy Francis. Y'all, I am sick still, and it has gotten worse. Like I thought it was getting better, but you know how that goes. My allergies. What had happened was, in retrospect, let me tell y'all what had happened was. Okay, so basically. I was chilling, I was okay, and then the season change happened. My sinuses started running. Well, my sinuses started doing good morning, Javius. My sinuses started running and stuff, right? So when my sinuses started running, it started getting my ears all, running and stuff, and my nose, and like I probably sound a little stuffy this morning. I wasn't even gonna go live, but I was like, nah, y'all know what? I done set my time up. I've worked hard and I'm gonna be consistent regardless if I'm sick or not. If I get any worse, y'all know. If y'all don't see me go live, y'all know I got worse. That's all I got to say. Now, on this beautiful topic Tuesday, does any of my beautiful subscribers have anything that they would like to talk about on this topic Tuesday? If you would like to drop the link because you got a specific thing that you want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Or you got a grievance and you need to get it out this morning, you got something on your chest, just let me know. I'll drop the link and you can say it with your chest. If not, we just gonna sit here and we're gonna talk the talk and do the thing. Also, today is election day and whatnot, so go out there and cast your vote for who you want. Good morning, Ray. Depending on who you want to go, you know what I'm saying? With, that's up to you. Um, that's up to you, y'all. That's up to you on who you want to go vote for. A lot of times people gonna ask you. I ain't gonna ask you because with voting, it's supposed to be, you know, anonymous. You should be doing anonymous stuff. Thank you, James. So, I did look and see, y'all know we've been talking about the I was over there. Okay, I gotta tell y'all, there ain't a whole lot going on right now. Here's my thing. I think love is love, and whoever wants to get married to whoever should be able to get married. Because here's the thing, it's like that old school joke. I forgot who told that joke, but if you remember, I can't remember which comedian said it right now because I'm sick. So charged to my, being sick or whatnot. Remember when that comedian said, if we straight folk gotta deal with marriage, they should too. They can't be not getting married now. Now you can get married and you ain't got no excuses. I love that comedian who said that joke. That was hilarious. It's like if we got to deal with marriage, so do you. You can't be saying no, we can't do it. No, you got the right too. I think that everybody should be able to love who they want to love and be with who they want to be with, regardless if a lot of people don't know this. I don't talk about it all the time. I don't push my belief systems on anybody else. I am a Christian, right? But I don't push my belief systems on nobody. And I believe that everybody should be loved and love who they want to love and be with who they want to be with and be happy in this world. Because you only get one life. You get one life. Live it well. Have fun while you're here. I mean, they do. Some people say in reincarnation you get more than one. But what I'm saying is, in this lifetime, in this body, right? Have fun while you're here. Be happy. Life's too short and time goes by too fast. Ask anybody in this chat that's over the age of 50. It felt like they blinked and just yesterday they was a 20-year-old and before that they blinked and they was just a kid themselves. And time has went by so fast. Time is the commodity that we can never get back. Time is the most precious thing on earth, right? Because it's always ticking away and you can never get it back. You can't never get that back, right? So have fun while you're here. You know what I'm saying? Go find people that love you and like you. Don't live miserable. Live happy. You got one life to live. Make it what you want it. And you can change circumstance even if you believe you can't. That's true. I think also if they're gonna get the good stuff, they should also, I love that comedian. I forgot who said that, but that was hilarious in my opinion. Now, y'all know we went over the burn pile trial. You know about the lady in Georgia, the white lady who put her husband. He was a prominent lawyer. She put him in the burn pile, y'all. Well, she piowed him first, and then she put him in the burn pile to get rid of the evidence, or tried to get rid of the evidence. But they still had a lot of different evidence. Um, she got found guilty. She got found guilty, y'all. We finally got the verdict after they deliberated every bit of it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out who the new people are too. Javius, I'm trying to figure out who these new people are. I saw, hey, Happy Life, I saw Resto over there on Krista's, and he was talking to Miss Smash and whatnot, and he kept telling Miss Smash not to follow him. First off, sir, I'm putting my hand in the hair like hand in there like I'm at church. I got the finger up, y'all. Miss Smash It has been here and been beef sector for many, 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 many years. She's going and she does support everybody in the sector that is beef sector. Because here's the thing, I've said it before. We are a dysfunctional family. We may fight each other. We may cuss each other out. But at the end of the day, we all beef sector. Right? At the end of the day, I'm the crazy cousin that sits in the corner laughing at everything. Right? I'm the adopted cousin. I'm the adopted cousin that sits in the corner. The adopted white cousin that sits over there being, just going, ooh, child, did you see that? I'm the adopted white cousin in the beef sector. Okay? And that's just the way it is. We all different colors and shades over here, and we all love each other in our own way, even though we may fight each other. Right? I'm the adopted cousin in the corner. I'm on one over there going, that's me. I'm the one that's over there. So if you want to know all of the rumors and regulations, going to come up there and sit by me, and we'll gossip. We'll gossip together. We in the gossip corner. You know what I'm saying? So that's us over there, in the corner. I'm the cousin that's over there. That's the cool cousin that's gossiping with the auntie, and the auntie telling me all the tea. Y'all all know we got that one auntie at the party, and that's the one you want to sit by. Y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. Yeah, she put him in a burn pile, Ray Black. She put him in a burn pile. Like a straight up burn pile. You know how country folk make burn piles, and we roast marshmallows and stuff over it and everything. She straight up put him in the burn pile. Oh, you the cousin you discover at the reunion, Javius? You the one that you didn't know you had, but it was cousin Fred had, and then you find out that that's the cut. Oh, you my cousin too. Oh, you that cousin that nobody knew they had, but then you go, oh snap. I'm that cousin that's sitting over there by the auntie, because there's always that one auntie that knows all the tea, right? Knows everything that's going on, and she could tell you who's sleeping with who done had a secret baby at a wedlock. You know what I'm saying? She knows everything about everybody. She's the cool auntie. She's the one that you want to sit by because you found out all the tea. So I'm the cousin that sits by that auntie and finds out all the tea, right? I'm the cousin that sits there and finds out all the good tea. I'm the one over there gossiping with the auntie, the cool auntie. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. There's always one in every family. It's the one that knows everything about it. And yeah. And secretly, yep, and secretly can't stand nobody. I'm the one that'll be moving around the house, finding out all the tea, and then bringing it back to Auntie too, right? So I walk over there, and I'm unseen, right? So I'm the one that can sneak through the rooms and figure out what's going on and who's talking about who and what's going on with who, and I get all the tea from everybody, and then I'm the one that tells Big Mama that, And that's how Big Mama knows what is going on in everybody's household because I'm the baby that she said, "Come on over here, baby. Let tell grandma." You know, I'm the one that's snitching and telling grandma. I admit it. I'm the one that's snitching and telling grandma, y'all. I'm telling grandma all the tea. And that's how grandma act like she don't know nothing, but she know everything. Eh. And then you know you got that bougie. You got the bougie one that come in and act like they better than everybody, and then they get their plate and they walk out. Hey, happy life. I'm the one that's sneaking around. Yeah, I'm the shit stirrer basically. Jamie, I'm the one that's telling. I'm like, Grandma, did you hear about Auntie Auntie Krista over there? She was over there talking to that new resto dude over there on her panel, and then we went over there and we saw Honest Row. And Honest Row was over there talking. And yeah, Grandma, did you see that? That's me. I'm the one that does that, but I'm also the innocent one that don't ever do nothing. But I'm over there telling grandma everything. You know, grandma, she the one that we got to keep informed because she keep us all, you know, good. If something happens, grandma don't tell nobody. She don't tell nobody what she knows. She knows everybody business. She know everybody business, but she don't say nothing unless it pertains to saving your butt from something. Like she gonna give you the real business, right? Oh, you the shit stirrer, happy life. Uh-oh. Good morning, Queen Diva. How you doing? How you doing on this beautiful morning? I'm gonna say this right now. I'm just gonna say this to you, Queen Diva. I want you to hear it from my mouth. You and Miss Tiva are aging gracefully. And Queen Diva, I would love it. I know you ain't going to. I would love it if you ever started a channel. I just love your attitude. I love the way you talk. I love the way you give it straight, it's like straight with no chaser, whether you like it or you don't like it. But I understand. I understand. I do get to see you over there at Miss Tiva's, and sometimes you hit the links, and I be happy. Cause I love when y'all two bounce off each other. You know, you can tell y'all sisters who really love each other. Cause the way y'all two bounce off each other, like the energy that's there, you know what I'm saying? Like I would just love to be in a room with you two while y'all over there discussing stuff because it's just amazing. Like that's why I like watching y'all when Miss Tiva's live. I love when you two get up on the panel together. It's like you can feel it. You can feel it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, conscious energy. Good morning. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna try to mute every time I go to coughing and stuff. I'm trying to get better from this whatever it is. Yesterday my throat went to hurting and I had to get me some of that. I got some throat spray. So if y'all hear me pull out the throat spray in a minute, don't think about it. The only thing I hate about being sick is y'all all know me and know I love to sing. Even if I ain't the best singer in the world, I love to sing, right? And when I'm sick, I sound so messed up. But sometimes I'll sing, and I'll tell you why while I'm sick, even though I sound rough and I sound bad. Because, like, if you get, like, stuff in your lungs, right? And you sing and you use breath control, sometimes it'll help clear out your lungs, right? So as you're taking those deep breath ins to hit those big notes, even if your voice cracks, it actually helps me sometimes clear out my lungs, if that makes sense. Like I'll get to coughing in the middle of a song, and that actually helps me clear out my lungs, which is weird. But I am hoping I feel better soon because I can't stand this weather. It actually decided to be cold in Mississippi, y'all. Anybody in here from the South, raise your hand. Did you realize that we actually got fall? We never get fall. We usually don't even get spring half the time. Occasionally we get spring, but we hardly ever get fall. Last year we didn't get fall at all. It was hot all the way up until the cold snap hit, which was in December or January. And then we only had about 2 or 3 weeks of winter. So I think we actually gonna have a winter this year, y'all, in the South for us Southern folks. Because even Miss Intel was saying that over there in Florida, and you know it don't never get cold in Florida hardly, that it actually got chilly in Florida after the hurricane came through and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So for us to actually see a season is amazing for us in the South. Because sometimes we don't be seeing fall. We don't have fall. You know, but yeah, the burn pile lady, she got found guilty. She did. She got found guilty. And I gotta figure out when sentencing is for Leilani Simon. And because you know, we watched the Leilani Simon case. We also watched the oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I need to mute up with my nose. I gotta blow my nose right quick. Hold on, y'all. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Sorry. But we gotta figure out the Leilani Simon case. And we gotta figure out the what her sentence is, and the one for the lady who put her man in the suitcase. I mean, what is it up with people nowadays? They getting all creative with they ordering nowadays. We got people you know, putting people in suitcases. We got people putting their husbands in burn piles and all this other stuff, y'all. But I don't know who these new people are. But they claim they know the sector, but I ain't seen them but in 2 or 3 chats, and I'm just now starting to see them branch out, but been here for a year. But they claim they know everybody. Well, if that's the case, if you've been here for over a year, then you would know me. You would know Queen Diva. You would know Miss Tiva. You would know, you know, you would especially know who Miss Smash it is. You would know who Miss Ray is. You would know who Nessa is. I mean, everybody in this chat right now, you would know who they are. Oh, they had a shrimp factory murder too? Oh, my Lord. Hey, Red Wings, you would know who Red Wings is? Because all these people that's in my chat been around for a long time. Because that's how they know me. We've been around each other for a long, long time. I think that's what it is, Javius. I think they know where the numbers are, and it's very targeted to specific people. I do believe that. It looks just like when other people have come in this sector. How many others have we seen pop in and we know exactly who they're going to go to first? Like, you don't know who I am. Come on now. I've been here for years. Everybody knows Charlie. And if you didn't know me, it was because I wasn't in no mess. Like, they know who I am. They may not know me personally, if that makes sense. They've seen me in chats, right? Now before I am gonna eventually take my Cash App off my name, because I'm getting tired of sometimes going into chats and people not understand why it's on there, and I've had it for over a year, and I'm going to end up just taking it back to Charlie sending y'all. But yeah, I'm too old for this stuff now too, Red Wings. I'm too old for it. I think myself that a lot of these new people, when they come in, they think they know the sector from visiting a few chats, but not all chats. Here's the thing. If we go back through history lane, I'm gonna tell you some of the best ones we got to tell you beef sector history. Mother is good at it. Mother gonna tell you the beef sector history. Jay Dunn is amazing beef sector historian. She be remembering some stuff that sometimes I don't even remember, because I'm just telling you, she's good at it. She's good at it. She be knowing. She remembers something, and most times she remembers it right, you know. And if she don't, and if she did get something, she's not above reproach. Jay Dunn would be like, when did that happen? But most times she not wrong. I don't think I've ever saw her say a wrong history ever. So that's why I said it. Because, you know, I ain't going to say never. You never say never, because you could always get something wrong as a human. We all make mistakes occasionally. That's why I never say never. I never make a promise I can't keep. You know what I'm saying? You should never say never. So that's why I say it the way I say it. And we've got a lot of like people who remember the history better than I do sometimes. I'm gonna tell you something. With my team divergent, neurodivergent, sometimes with my ADHD, I be getting situations mixed up. I forget who would. Now I remember like the main bits and pieces of beefs, right? But like some of the little stuff, I be forgetting that stuff. I just go ahead and tell you, my brain is overloaded with too much information as it is. Funny part is, I can recall the most stupidest little tidbit of information, but I forget my own. Like, not. It took me 15 years, y'all. I swear, 14 years to memorize my son's social security number. And do you know how many times I had to write that down at doctor's offices and different stuff? And it took me that long. Child, I'll tell you something. If you tell me your birthday and I forget the day, sometimes it takes me 3, 4, 5, 6 years to remember a birthday. I ain't joking. But sometimes I can remember the stupidest piece of little information. I don't know what it is. Hey, T Royal Gaming, what game you been playing lately? T Royal Gaming, I've been playing Cyberpunk, y'all. See, I'm a gamer. I'm a nerd. A lot of people don't know that about me. I'm actually very intelligent. That's another thing that is a stereotype in the South. That a lot of us are uneducated, dumb, blah blah blah. But technically, there's a lot of people that are extremely educated down here. A lot. There's a lot of folks that's educated. Also, some of the people that I've known over my lifetime. Oh, see, I'm a GTA. I love GTA 5 also. And American Trucker Simulator, that sounds like some stuff my husband loves. He loves the simulators. Now, I've been playing Power Wash Simulator myself. It's something about my ADHD in that game that goes so well together. So if you have ADHD and you have any way to game and you can play Power Wash Simulator, I don't know what it is, but it's so relaxing. Oh, so you're one of those people that have JVS. You're one of those people that have a photographic memory. That's what they call that, where you can remember and recall things so easily. Man, you could have told me your social security 15 times and I ain't gonna remember it. So yeah, sometimes it comes down for me is I forget things. I don't mean to. It just happens. Oh yes, do have some amazing colleges down here. But that's the thing is that a lot of people think, stereotypes are everywhere and different. We all have to deal with different stereotypes, right? Um, we all have to deal with difference. Some people, the way they view us and see us, they think because we're Southern, some of us are slow talking and slow walking that we're ignorant, but a lot of us are extremely brilliant. Now, there's a difference between stupidity and ignorance. A lot of people don't know that. Stupidity is knowing better but still doing it. Ignorance is that you've not yet learned it, so therefore you don't know it. So don't ever let, if somebody calls you stupid about a situation, hey, Miss Tiva, tell them you're not stupid on a situation if you don't understand or don't know it. You're ignorant to the situation because you've not yet learned it. But once you learn it, you know what I'm saying? There's a difference. There's a huge difference between being ignorant to a situation and being stupid. Stupid is knowing better and still doing it. I'm telling you, I love having some civil conversations with some coffee and having us a good old intellectual conversation. I'm drinking my coffee right now. It's making my throat feel better. Woo woo. It's so good to see you all on this beautiful morning. I'm hoping that today on election day, everybody has an amazing day. I hope that everybody's voting for who they want to and everything else. Uh, I hope that it goes well. And regardless of the situation, I hope that in the future, no matter who gets to be president, that we will all be, as the people, fine. Because we don't really know what's going to happen after this election, right? We don't know. So I'm praying for the safety and love and goodness for all of us in America over here that gonna have to deal with whatever happens after this, right? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm praying for the people who they only see us as a number on their ballots, right? They don't really care about us. They think of us as a number, right? So I'm praying for the little people that they don't think about. Good morning, Miss LaKendra. That's who I pray for more than anybody. The little people. You know what I'm saying? We just got to pray, y'all. For real. We don't know what's going to happen. All we can do is pray and stick together and love each other. Um, you know what I'm saying? And try to be there if all this stuff falls out and crazy stuff happens. Because I heard about of there at Miss Ronnie IQ, I heard about the Project 25 stuff and all this stuff. And all we can do is be here to support each other and have each other's backs and love each other down. That's all we can do and pray. And if some stuff starts going down, take up for each other. And if we have to bear arms, remember we have the right to. Just saying. And remember to take up for your neighbor. Don't let nobody throw no rock at their forehead. Okay, we got to take up for each other. We got to make sure everybody's straight. I'm gonna say that. I ain't gonna let no crazy mess happen to my peoples. So you know what I'm saying. Make sure you take up for your neighbor and don't let no crazy stuff go down. And pray for the crazies. We having a gender reveal. Not. You've been seeing this online all day. Miss Demons. You're killing me with that. Sorry about that, y'all. My dad came in and everything was talking to me. Y'all know I ain't gonna put my parents on here like some folks be doing. I ain't doing that. Mm-mm. See, But that's all we got to do with each other is pray and love up on each other and keep that way and move forward. That's all we could do. Mm-hmm. Right? Not some neighbors you could throw. I got some crazy neighbors now. I will say this at my old house, not my new house. At my new house, my neighbors are pretty chill and cool. But at my old house, I'm gonna tell you this. One of my neighbors, y'all, I done said this before, is one of them crazy Trump supporters. And this man, this man is psycho, y'all. This man is crazy as a dingbat. Um, when I say that, like, I had to watch this crazy neighbor that I thought I was going to have to pull my pew pew out on him because he crazy as all get out, child. I thought I was going to have to do it one day. I was like, please, Lord, don't make me have to do that. Please, Lord. I'm glad I'm not in that neighborhood today. Cause I'm gonna say this: if he loses, them people gonna go crazy, and I didn't want to have to pull out my pow pow. And I don't like that mofo, but that's side the point. Hey, Benzone, good morning. But yeah, I'd rather not be over there near them crazy folk. I'm just saying. Let me stay over here near my chill people. Now, in previous, I've lived all over. If y'all have heard me talk about it, right? But my old neighborhood, there was some cool people in it. I had some cool people. Mr. Mike was a good man. You know what I'm saying? He was amazing, and I loved his granddaughter. Now I tell you, well, he was with this lady named Miss Nita at the time, and I miss her, and I miss the children. She had a son, and he had two beautiful children. Well, let me explain to y'all the situation. So, uh, the children are mixed. Their mama was white, but their mama wasn't a good mama. Their mama left them, right? This little girl looked at me one day and I wanted to break down crying, y'all. She called me mama because I kind of look like, her white mama, right? She's mixed. And it broke my heart for a child to look at me and say that. The reason it broke my heart, but it also touched my heart. And I used to spend time with her and her brother, um, Cash and Tootie was their names. Tootie broke my heart that day, but it also made, because her mama was a POS, right? Her mama was a POS drug addict and stuff. And for that baby not to understand it, she was only a year old, but I was around her all the way up till she was 40 years old. But she ended up realizing I wasn't her mama, but because we both had like blackish brown hair, same body size and all that other stuff, same body type and all that, she, in her young mind, you know what I'm saying, thought I was. And it broke my heart. Hey, QI love. Um, it broke my heart that her mama wasn't there for her. So what I would try to do is I'd help fix their bicycles, and I taught them about tools, and I would just spend time with the kids because I hate to see a kid go through something like that. And just as well as there are POS daddies, there's POS mamas too. You know what I'm saying? And she, poor baby, had a POS mama, but her grandmama took dang good care of her. Her grandmama was a good lady. I love Miss Neat. I love her to death. But them babies was, they meant a lot to me. And they ended up, Mr. Mike and Miss Neat broke up and they moved away, and it kind of broke my heart because I done got, when you get attached to kids, it's so easy. It's so easy to fall in love with children. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to care. And I cared a lot about those kids every year on their birthday. They called my daddy, they called him grandpa. They called him their white granddaddy. Um my daddy would give them money every year on their birthday, and it was so cute because one of the girls, I still talk to her. um she has a daughter, her name is Emma, and her daughter calls us, like I'm her auntie and my daddy's her grandpa. We not kin like that or nothing, but every time she sees us, she's like, my birthday's coming up. I just, I it that's another thing though. That's what I'm saying, Miss LaKendra. I'm gonna say this: in my old neighborhood, we had some good people, and then we had some crazy folks, y'all. And them crazy folks, no, I'm glad I'm away from there right now because it's gonna get rough over there. Let's just say it that way. I'm over here now in the backwoods, and I've maybe got 4 neighbors, and we all chill. But I can't stand them crazy supporters of any politician for that matter. I don't care who you are. When they start praising the politician like they're Jesus, Nah, I'm good on that. You crazy. I don't need to be around you no more. Uh-uh. No, no, ma'am, no, sir. Mm-mm. My neighbor was crazy, y'all. I'm glad I ain't over there no more. But yeah, I'm just gonna say this for all my peoples and the peoples I love. I'm saying prayers, and I hope things go the way we want it to go. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's see. Y'all, right now, what I'm looking at, it's a 48.7 to a 48.6. So this is going to be a very, very close. So far it's looking very close. Um, you know what I'm saying? This is the percentages. This is just the average right now, right? This is the average. When you look at the average, the average so far that they're averaging, when you look on Google, um, it's a very, very, very close race. So this is going to be a crazy one for the history books. Hey, Muffy love. Now that's another thing. I hate when they come out and put a sign in your yard and you didn't ask for that sign. I will straight up pull that sign up and burn it. I ain't joking. If you put it on my property, possession is 9/10 of the motherfucking law. I'm just saying. If you put it on my property, it belongs to me and I can burn it. So don't put it on my property if you don't want it burned. I'm just saying. I'll throw it in my burn pile like that lady threw her husband in there. Don't be putting no random stuff in there. Especially if I don't like it. I'll throw it in the burn pile, child. They used to try to do that. Like there was this one house I lived in, and I forget what year this was. I think this was way back when Bush was running for president or something. And they had conflicting signs in my yard, and they was just putting all kind of signs in the front of my yard, right? And I was like, you didn't ask me if it was okay. You did not ask me to put that stuff there. Y'all all in, and that was like they was fighting on putting the signs in my yard. Like these people was, I had like 5 different conflicting signs in my yard, right? And I was like, since when did I ask you to put something up in my yard? So you know what had happened? Those became fodder for the burn pile. Then they come back asking, where my sign go? Well, you shouldn't have put it in my yard. I was roasting marshmallows on it. That's what was happening. I don't like when they do that stuff when they're trying to campaign and they bothering you all the time. They sending you emails, text messages, phone calls. You find 50 different pamphlets in your dang mailbox, about 6 different signs in your yard. You're like, I didn't ask y'all to put that there. I didn't tell you who I was voting for. Why are you putting all this stuff in my yard? I ain't what is that called? Endorse none of these mofos. So why you putting it in my yard? That was when I lived in the city, y'all. That was when I lived in the city. I don't like that stuff. I heard that a lot, Miss LaKendra. I heard that a lot. From people recently, been talking about it and everything. And if you don't, there's a lot of people saying that if you don't vote, you shouldn't have an opinion. Um, Me, myself, and I got my reasons for what I feel, but I don't tell other people how to feel what they should feel. Right? I'm telling you, you get about 50 pounds worth of political mail every year. I got like 5 of the same pamphlet in one day. I'm like, just send one. Come on now. Be calling you and stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm sick right now. You do not want me to tell you how I'm feeling because I'm not going to sugarcoat it and I'm going to be mean and you don't want me to be mean. Oh, and the burn pile lady, she got found guilty of illing her husband. Um, I don't know if she got all charges. Let me see. If she got all. Oh, during the trial, prosecutors alleged that the couple had been arguing about money, and one of the couple's other children's daughter, Emily, testified that her mother had another affair in 2009, and her parents' relationship was under tremendous stress. According to Fox 5, Melody was also the beneficiary of Gary's $2 million life insurance. So that's why she took him out, y'all. She was wanting that life insurance before they broke up because if she committed adultery, they don't get no money. If they break up, there ain't no such thing as spousal support because she went outside the marriage, even if he had an affair too. I swear to God, be checking the mailbox, be having about 50 different things in it. Hey, Beef Sector Podcast. Let me go ahead and put this invite out there and post it up and all that other stuff. So if somebody wants to come up and speak their piece, I was just looking at that pin message. Okay, just make sure I did that. Yeah, that was like that one lady who thought that her husband was gonna get uh that he was supposed to be left some money or something, and he believed it, and she believed it, so she poisoned because she was common law with him. She thought she would get the money, not legal, and she ended up poisoning him, and then find out she wasn't getting nothing and was going to prison. I'm like, ooh, see, you thought you was gonna get something. But yeah, that situation's going on, but I don't know who these new people are. I'm gonna have to see what if Lemon goes live tonight, or if he's gonna do Taylor Port Tuesday, and see what had happened. Oh, thank you, Miss Leo. I still want to when you have your final Bell Toll party, you got to let me know because I want to be there with bells on. Thank you, Miss Leo, for the $10. When you have your final Bell Toll, I want to know all about it because I've been steadily praying. Because you know how I am, we a dysfunctional family. I said that up there on your panel. We dysfunctional, baby. But I tell you what, when something goes on, we praying for each other. And I love seeing Miss Nika yesterday. I've been so worried about her, not seeing her. You know how that goes. It's our people. These are our people. Yeah, I mean, she couldn't. I don't know how she thought that she was going to claim it if she tried to get rid of the Audi Audi Audi. Um, because here's the thing: if they don't, if she got rid of the rest of the bones, right, and they didn't find it in the burn pile, and they couldn't find a body, then you have to wait, so many years to uh, say that they're not alive or not here anymore, right? And she would have had to wait all that time. She would have had to wait all that time. And what was she going to do until then? Thank you so much, Miss Leo. Thank you, Miss Leo. Um, the charcuterie board's coming up soon, isn't it? Uh, that's coming up. What day is that again? I'm sorry, Miss Leo. I'm sick as all get out today, and I normally have my stuff written down. Um, on promoting everything. But I know the charcuterie board is coming up. But I'm sick right now, so I apologize. Charge it to being sick. I am so sorry. December the 14th. Okay, thank you, Miss Leo. December the 14th. So you got a whole month and a few days to prepare for that. And it's going to be amazing. So I hope that y'all make sure you participate. She wants your camera on your charcuterie board now. It's all about she don't care what your kitchen look like. She don't care if you got makeup on. She don't care if you dress to the tens. She wants to see the charcuterie board. She wants to see how you prepare it, what you do with it, all that pretty stuff. So I'm putting it out there. Miss Leo done said that. She wants to see how you do. Also, wait, Jay Dunn's up in here. Why can't I see her? Where? Oh, there she is. Hey, Jay Dizzle. Yeah, December the 14th. Y'all make sure that you have your cameras right for the charcuterie board challenge now, and sign up and tell Miss Leo that you want to enter so she'll know. Cause, we gonna have Jay Dizzle and ODS as co-hosts, and I think Mrs. Pizarro, Mrs. Intel, is a judge, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, hey, Miss Leo. Thank you for coming up.
Hey, Charlie, how are you this morning?
I am sick, Miss Leo, but I'm getting there.
Oh, yeah, you did just say that. Well, I hope that you feel better. I know it's been a lot of things going around with the changes of the weather and stuff, because my son was just sick. But no, I came up here really quick to, first of all, thank you for being a supportive of me, and also for saying anything about the charcuterie contest. And I'm here to actually put you on the spot, Miss Charlie, by asking you, would you like to sign on as the fourth judge of the charcuterie contest?
Yes, ma'am. Now, you know I'm going to be the nice judge.
As long as you tell the truth, that's how it'll be. But yes, okay, well, it'll be December the 14th. How it's going to basically go is because official D Spot and Jay Dunn, they are the host. So now we have four judges, and basically you guys are going to look at everything as the contest go on. After the contestants get down from the chat, I mean from the actual panel, because of course we can only have a few up at a time. That is when I'm going to bring all the judges up, and that's when you will give your critiques on everything. I'm not expecting for any of y'all to be mean. I just expect for y'all to give your honest opinion. Y'all will then decide on the top three, and then we're going to do a poll to let the audience choose the ultimate first, second, and third place. So I just wanted to, publicly ask you that, and you have agreed to sign on, and I appreciate you for that.
Oh yeah, Miss Leo, I love helping the community. You know how I am about the beef sector. I love everybody in it.
Yes, well, thank you so much for that. I'm gonna get back down in the chat so you can continue your commentary. But thank you so much, Charlie, for everything you've done.
Thank you, Miss Leo.
Bye bye.
Bye. Also, Miss Leo is really good at making people chill and calm. I'm just gonna say that. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't saying no more. Y'all know if you was there. But Miss Leo's got a way about her. She really does. Oh, I just want to say thank you all for, that was so sweet. I get to be a judge. Look at me being all judgy and stuff. I'm going to be the nice one, though. Y'all all know I'm going to be the nice one, like I was in Lolo's. Like, I had my numbers written down, though. See, that's a lot of people don't know. When I was judging Lolo's competition, we was 1 through 5 on 3 different things. So on that, I was going 1 through 5 on who was the best, in my opinion, and who was, my third choice was the hardest for me. My tops were, I've said it before, but my 2 tops was Sister. I loved hers, and my other top was Dr. Sophie. And I had a hard decision on my third. It was like a half of a point that was separating them. I had 3 people that I was debating on for third place for me. And so, oh, thank you, Miss Leo. I can't wait to do that on December. The 14th. I'm gonna write that down in my calendar. That's on a Saturday, so I gotta write that down, and everything. Demon, so you gonna give me some of your messiness? You gonna give me some of your messiness? I bring the smiles and the happiness and all that stuff. I bring in the funny. That's what I try to do. I don't try to be a mean person. That's just not me. I don't have the messy spirit. I don't have the messy spirit. I need somebody to let me borrow theirs for about 2.5 seconds. I need to borrow one. Good morning, Taybay. How you going? Hey, Mr. William. Just my thoughts. Good morning, Zion. Salute. Good morning. I need y'all to give me a little bit of messiness in me. The messiness. I hope y'all are all having a blessed, beautiful morning this morning. Yeah, it's the weather change is what got me too. My allergies were acting up, and that's what was going on and everything with me this lovely morning. So if y'all hear me coughing or sneezing or all this other stuff, my eyes been watering. Oh Lord, I gotta take my allergy medicine too. Oh, I forgot to do my morning med check. Did you take your medication this morning? Don't forget, if you're neurodivergent like me, to take your ADHD medication. Please, child. You know how it is. Take your medication this early in the morning. Y'all, my husband gonna go get me some ice cream and stuff to make me feel better. I can't wait because I love that ice cream. I swear that ice cream's like crack for me. It's a chocolate cone with a chocolate ice cream with a chocolate fudge and it's so good. But yeah, that's basically, and I've seen these new people come in, but I mean, what do y'all think about the new people? Like, are y'all even worried about it, or do y'all even care on this good lovely Tuesday topic Tuesday? Do y'all even care about the new people, or like what y'all feeling about them? Because I have yet to really. Oh, and I saw Miss Z Sarah had put and I call her Z Sarah. So Zara, I am so sorry. I always call you Z Sarah. I don't know why. I don't know why. Hey, Miss Liz. That where she asked, she said, I need an American person, especially a Southern person, to tell me something. When you address a woman, why do you call them Miss or Mrs. before their name? When is it appropriate? Is it offensive to do it at all? Okay, now I will tell you this. Sometimes when I say Miss to, older people, they think I'm doing it because of their age. No, I do it to everybody. I don't care if you're younger than me or older than me. I call you Mrs. or Miss. Now, Miss is supposed to be for someone that's not married, and Mrs. is supposed to be for someone who's married. Now, sometimes I still say Mrs., even if they're married, just because it's just, it's the common one that I use. But if somebody tells me they specifically want to be called Mrs., then I'll make sure I put that on there, right? But a lot of times in the South, we say, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. And I will say that to somebody that's even younger than me out of respect. For me, it's a respect thing. I'm not calling you Mrs. to say you're older than me. I'm not calling you that to give you to say that, you're an elderly person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it for those reasons. I'm saying it out of respect. So when I say Miss Leo, it's not necessarily just because she may be older than me. You know what I'm saying? She could be younger than me. Like there may be people in this chat that I say Mrs. to that could be 10 years, 15, 20 years younger than me. It has nothing to do with the age thing for me. It has to do with respect, right? I feel weird calling people by their first names. When my father and mother-in-law first came into my life, I called them, Mr. and Mrs., right? And it felt weird when they told me not to do that and call them by their first name. And so I just specifically asked, can I call you mom and dad? Because for some reason, when a person is older than me or anything like that, it just feels weird to me calling somebody by their first name without a title attached to it. And I don't know why. I have no idea why. It just does. I think it's because of my southernness. Yeah, so that's I've been seeing a lot of people saying they don't really care if they come in. But we do know if they become a problem, we know the beef sector is going to eat them up. Point blank, period. The beef sector will eat you alive if you come in here with disrespect. Point blank, period. And guess what? I'm going to be one of them. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. I'll be one of them that will disrespect you. Oh, what happened, Room Shaker? What did I miss? What did I miss, girl? I was sick and I was laying down in bed, girl. What did I miss? What had happened? I ain't really been hardly nowhere. I was laying down all yesterday. What did I miss? Ooh, what did I miss? Because Room Shack will be knowing it all, child. Miss Kendra, yes, ma'am. I was taught by my parents, respect is everything, and your name means something. Like down here, we still sometimes do handshake deals, which is unheard of, right? And your family name and the name of yourself can be whether it makes or breaks you, right? So if people see your name as something that means something, and that's why I work so hard for my name, and that's why I will fight to make sure my name is still on good standing, because we don't down here your name is what gives you credence, right? So if you have a good name in the streets, if you have a good name when you say your name, then it can mean a lot down here. I don't know how it is everywhere else, but your name means something, right? And you don't want to dishonor the name, right? Like if I said my name to somebody else, they could tell you who my people are and how good people they are. It's your respect, it's your reputation down here. Your name is everything down here. So you fight for that because it can make or break you depending on what situation you're in. What had happened though, Room Shaker? What was you looking for me last night, girl? What I miss? What I miss while I was sick? I think respect goes a long way. Also, loyalty goes a long way. Sometimes I'm loyal to a fault, and I'm going to admit that. But I think, respect. I give you respect until you give me a reason not to respect you, if that makes sense. Like, I don't, I'm going to give you that same respect and that you give me, and I'm going to keep continuing giving you respect until you decide that I shouldn't. They were trying to put. I heard something about they was trying to do for the love a happy life or something. Happy Life, I heard that they was trying to do a dating show for you. Happy Life, what you trying to get into? And then I heard something about another dating show with somebody else, but I didn't remember who it was for. But I wanna know what you was looking for me for. Shake up. Let me know. Hold on, y'all, I got a call. Hey, Miss. Oh, Verla. Yeah, they was talking about doing a thank you, Jay Dunn. They was talking about doing a dating show for Miss Verla. I heard him talking about Ray Triggs and other folks. But yeah, you Davis, you should put it on a you should put it on a t-shirt. Put it on a t-shirt, child. I got I'm gonna make me a t-shirt for long, and I'm in the process of making it right now. It says see what had happened was in retrospect. Oh, she was talking her regular time. And then I'm gonna put on the other side, I can't be bothered. Because that's one of me and my friend's favorite saying from New Zealand is I can't be bothered. My favorite saying is see what happened was in retrospect. I've said that for many years. So we always said we was gonna put it together and make a t-shirt out of it. I used to have a teacher that would tell you when you was in class, if you said, see what had happened was, she'd go, you lying. You lying right now. You know you lying. Every time you say, see what happened was, you know you lying. It used to be one of my friends' sayings. Cole, his name was Cole. Yeah, don't say it. Somebody gonna steal your idea, Javius. Don't say it. Don't say it. Miss Coffee, how you doing on this glorious morning? Now, I will say that Happy Life, if you're gonna do a dating show, just remember taking it in stride. Same thing for Miss Verla. Remember it is a game show. Do not take it entirely too serious. And everything else. Let me make sure. Okay, it is. Oh, look who we got this glorious morning. Hey, TC girl, your camera is all weird, messed up. I think something wrong with TC's connection, y'all. Yeah, we can't hear you, TC. Something's going on, and I know you got your camera on, but I can't see you. Maybe refresh? I don't know who's gonna do the Happy Life show. I don't know if it was gonna be Lemon or somebody else. TC's gonna have to refresh y'all. Um, but yeah, Happy Life's supposed to be. I heard something about Happy Life doing a dating show. I'm like, oh, Happy Life, you gonna get in with it and you gonna do some be a part of the craziness. And then I heard something about Miss Verla gonna be doing it. Oh, who he was talking about looking up? He was talking about looking up somebody. Oh, who he gonna be looking up, y'all? But TC Boo, if you can hear me in the clouds, I don't know. Refresh, come back, Boo. Sometimes it'd be the internet god saying no. You ain't doing that right now. You got to take a second. Take a second. I don't know. Oh, there we go. It's cause you riding, girl. It's cause you riding.
Baby, mama say knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Bam,
Oh,
bam.
oh, I fell out. How you doing on this glorious morning, beautiful?
It is amazing. We making history today. Landslide is on and popping. That's it. Period. 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 Period.
Point blank period.
Point blank period. My math is mathing. You understand? Okay? My math is mathing. It's already done. Landslide, the die has been cast.
Oh, so we having a gender reveal. It's gonna be a girl.
It's gonna be a guy. Yes, it's a girl, baby. Madam POTUS in that place. Yes.
Our
Girl
first
power.
lady. Our
That's
first
right.
lady.
That's right, honey. That's right. Hey to the chat. Hey, Liz. Hey, boo boo. Yes, boo boo. Charlie, it is amazing. Philly is just an atmosphere. I cannot describe it, but every election is just amazing to me. And I must say, can I give you some predictions just to break it down for a second? Just a second.
Oh yes, just give us the predictions, child.
All right. So let me give it up. Big ups to the Y, the millennials, and the Z generation. They overwhelmingly are going to be for Kamala. Does that mean everybody? No. I said overwhelmingly. One of the things that people didn't realize about that Y generation, they figured something out since Barack Obama to now. They said this is bull crap. They said they watching everybody and they're like, this is bull. And they got involved. And let me tell you something. These young people are out here doing a doggone thing. This Y and these Z generation, they out here. Now the Z generation, they little babies, they little puppies, they little and they cute. You know what I'm saying? But they out here. They're out here. So I give it to them. Hands up.
The new generation makes me happy. Look at them being all good and stuff. And smart.
Some little cutie pies out here. Girls, if y'all looking for some little handsome husbands and stuff, listen, they cute, okay? These little things is out here cute. They making white boys looking cute, Charlie. These little white boys is cute. These little black young men, they handling their business. They looking good. They grooming and shit and stuff. Excuse my language. Hey, yeah. I said, look at them. Yes, ma'am. Would you like so and so? I don't know.
They making you proud. They making you proud.
They're making me so proud. I am so happy for them, for figuring it out and getting out here and doing something about it and not being no little punk PUSSY out here complaining and not thinking that somebody's supposed to bow down to you. They coming out here. This Y and this Z generation done come out here. They done figured some stuff out since since Obama to now. They done seen some stuff and they said, no way, this is bull. We got to do something. And they out here. Kudos to the Y and the Z generation. Kamala should be happy because they gonna bring her through. My baby boomers are always tight. They're always stable. They're always the ones. They gonna come through. Not a problem. My X generation, the females, we gonna come through for her. Black and white, Asian, whatever, coming through. The men, not so much. They're the ones saying, oh, I don't have to vote. I'm not going to vote. But there's more than just the presidential election at stake here. Right, Charlie?
Yep, there's Congress.
Who makes the laws, Charlie?
Congress.
Okay. So, again, when you want something, let me tell you something. Anybody want me to help them with their little children and going to college and stuff? If you didn't vote, don't talk to me. Okay? Because you just voted. When you didn't vote, you voted. When you didn't vote, you voted. I went down to North Carolina A&T for homecoming and sat next to an Amish couple. Hey Patty, hey Thomas. Um, Miss Patty, Amish lady, the mother, the father, and then the son. The son is going to vote for Kamala, but the daughter's going to vote for Trump. The father is going to vote for Trump, and the mother is going to vote for Kamala. This is amazing. Okay. I
They
had a
gonna have war
ball.
in the household. In the household.
I said, yo, invite me to your house. Not because the food, the Amish food is good. I ain't even gonna lie. Don't know. Yeah, I mean, but I want to hear this conversation and how it goes down. Because Mama Patty, she won't playing. This Amish don't think they may look. Don't do that. They were on their square for me. I enjoyed myself going down to Greensboro. It was amazing. It's beautiful to go down Amtrak because you meet so many different people and you have time to spend to talk to them. So the X generation, the males are I'm not voting or they're gonna vote for Trump, one or the other. Okay. So if you vote at least exercise. But if you're not gonna vote, don't talk to me. All right. And the traditionalists, those are like my mother, 70 and up, I think it's 72 and up. Those people are going to overwhelmingly females, black and white. Okay. The males, no, they gonna vote for Trump.
Oh no, I'll tell you the two males that I see that are. I had some crazy Trump supporters that live next to me, and that's what turned me off of that man. I was like, if you're gonna have crazy folk like that, I don't like you.
It's amazing, you know. I mean, I know families are going through it. These predictions that I'm making aren't exact, but they're predictions just from some things, some math that I've math, and looking at the electoral college. I've been checking those numbers out as well, and basing it on Kamala has to definitely pull out 10 strong states, and yeah, and we'll be good.
The electoral college on the presidential is the one that does hold most of the power, almost
Mhm.
all of it. So we really do need to pay attention to them. The
Right,
popular vote is one thing, but we got to pay attention to them too.
right.
Because I
And
be
you know
knowing
what's
my stuff.
and you know what's interesting, Charlie? Because
What?
I met the electoral college representatives, and guess what? They're young people, and you know what? They said that they figured out from Obama to now. They Googled. Listen to this. They were like, "Yeah, Miss T. I Googled how do you become an electoral college representative." And they're in position now. Look at them. Okay, young people. That's what I'm talking about. Look at them.
After
The
they
Z.
stole from Hillary.
Yeah.
I'm
So
still healing from that. I had to talk to my daughter. My daughter was like, "Yeah, I know you take me to vote." I said, "Well, the last election you went to was Hillary for presidential. You've been to the local things." I said, "But I had to do absentee ballot for the last one because we had moved up here, so you didn't get to go." And I said, "Yeah, I always take you." And I said, "But let's not mention that election because I'm still healing from that." Ask your daddy. It was nothing. I mean, when I tell you that shit pissed me the fuck out, I was depressed because I used to want to drop out of college. I said I would live out of beans in a can and like would go for Hillary
oh wow.
campaign after Bill left. Like I loved her that much, and so even with her running against
Oh.
Obama, I still voted for Hillary in the primaries. And then when we got
Mhm.
Obama, I was like, okay, cool, we could do it that way, whatever.
Mhm.
Because I'm gonna go with my party and I'm gonna go whatever. But I still stayed true to my Hillary vote, regardless of the color, because I believed in Hillary. And I just wish that she would have came when Biden came. She could have won,
Right.
but she a bad bitch like me. You fucked me over one time, bitch. You ain't got number one time. And
Yeah,
so
nothing but one.
I'm going to, do what I can't. Ain't gonna put me on that line no more. So I understood
But
it.
at
I was
least,
depressed
but
about it a
see,
little
at
bit, but
least,
I
at
understood
least you,
because
at least you continued. At least you continued on, and you didn't say, "Oh, you didn't act like a little kid." Oh, I'm gonna have a temper tantrum. I'm not gonna vote anymore because she didn't get in. No, you continued on. Sometimes we don't get what we want when we want it all the time. That's just life. But you keep on and you continue on. We supported Barack Obama. I'm gonna be honest with you. At first, I definitely supported Hillary. I was a staunch Hillary supporter Definitely. I think I was only 4 black people in the city of Philadelphia. Okay, but the bottom line was when she didn't make it, and Barack Obama made it, then I supported him. I didn't go around, like a little spoiled brat, like a little like that doesn't make any sense to me. These people are out here because they don't get what they want when they want it, how they want it. They don't want to do anything at all. Screw them, and both them and their ancestors came on. My ancestors came over here, and we do what we have to do. I'm gonna continue doing it. If we get our way this day, I guarantee you it'll be okay. Cause mentally I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna always have a work acumen. I always have a particular network of people, and it's all good. Cause your network determines your net worth, and I appreciate my network, all of them, and we're not all on the same side.
Jay Dunn, I'm burning bras, baby. I'm burning bras when it's finally decided. But like I told you
Oh,
earlier,
burning bras.
Florida,
Okay.
Florida gonna eat the votes. Florida gonna either eat or burn the votes. They gonna do something weird. So we're gonna have to wait 3 days for them. Georgia gonna do something weird. They
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
gridlocked. Tennessee gonna be a landslide, so I'm gonna have to be in the house by 6. So it's gonna be all over the place tonight. They're not gonna know nothing tonight.
I don't know. I say I'm predicting 11:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna know. That's my
That's
prediction.
angel number.
I
Uh-huh.
love my Florida folks. Y'all know I love my Florida folks, but that's some special people. All of Florida and the borough of Queens. They are, no, the Bronx. They are some
11:11.
special people. Me and Charlamagne agree on that. Those are people who will do the weirdest things and the most times. I love me some Florida
I'm
people, but I'm married to
sure.
a Pizarro, so I know how they think. Like, he ain't from Florida, but he should have been because he believes, like, he don't, if it was up to my husband, child, he would be just like Pizarro. But in my house, you don't get a choice not to be no Democrat because this is what you're going to do. And you don't get a choice not to exercise your right because guess what? You're going to vote absentee because you're a truck driver. I don't give a care if you jaded like that. When I tell you I'm married to a Pizarro on all these alternative conspiracy theories or whatever, but he say, oh, you love you and your folks. Go on out there and do it like you've been raised. Yeah, and I said, and as long as I'm married to you, baby, you gonna do like you supposed to do. I don't care nothing about them conspiracy theories. Check it,
Okay.
Democrat.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We all have them. We all around them. They're all around us. That's what makes the world go around. That's what makes it a beautiful thing. But I just wanted to come in, Charlie, and say howdy do. Glad to see you. And I always want to say to people, here's the thing: if you're not at the table, then you're on the menu. All right. So, for those people, who don't want to participate, I don't know what you're gonna be served, but we're gonna have some good time. We're gonna have a funky good time tonight. Cause
Grown
you
folks,
know
I'm gonna
what?
call O Block. I got some heat in O Block. I'm gonna call one of my O Block boys and tell them to tie your ass up and make you go to that pole and do the right thing, grown folks. Now you better
You
quit
know,
playing. I'm finna call O
listen,
Block. Yeah, I'm finna call my boys and get you to that
Philly,
pole.
grown folks is voting for Kamala. Don't worry about it, y'all. Okay? Yeah, he's talking all of this because he gotta. I get it. I get it, and a lot of them are like that. I just saw a whole gang of guys on Dolphin Street. Dolphin Street. Everybody from Philly know Dolphin Street, North Philly. Okay, and I walked up to them and said, "Yo, what's up?" Okay, they was like, "Kamala." I know that's right. They probably, I don't know if they really voted or not, but the bottom line, that's what they better say. I don't care.
Mr.
So
William, I'm not independent when it comes to marriage. You'd be surprised how subservient I am and how I cater and
she
whatever.
is
I'm not as dominant, but it's certain things that when he married me, he knew I wouldn't accept. And I'm not raising my child like that. You can be jaded with conspiracy theories and you can have like alternative views to even how the world was made. But it's going to be certain basic principles I'm raised in Christianity and Democrat in the way I was raised. And I didn't come from highly educated people, but I came from people who taught me and I learned more than anybody who ever had a
Mhm.
degree from my grandmother. So I see as an example, and it was set in me, and I just couldn't stand. I can't stand not doing anything. I don't care how health problems, whatever. My grandmama would go crawl to the pole. So when you come from that
Okay.
stock, I can't do nothing but I can't even I can't marry nobody that unequally yoked. Because there's certain principles that you may have your ideas, but if you're not going to ultimately do what we need to do, then no, that would have been part of my decision. I'm sorry, I think about things that harsh because it matters to me.
Mr. William over there. I know Mr.
When you
William.
raise a child with somebody, you got to be careful. Like I just didn't. I'm sorry. I gotta like because I want her to have an example. Yeah, I want you to be independent, and I would love for her to go work for a third party. But until we get to the position where that won't hurt us anymore, we have to be on code. That's just how I feel. I love
Okay.
Bernie Sanders. Me and Nina cuss each other out about that all the time. But guess what Nina gonna go do? Vote Democrat until she get her party. I mean, because it is
There
what
you
it
go.
is. I mean, you love Bernie, and we love all the things that right. You can write them in and be hell on wheels and write in who we want to. Yeah, we could do that. But when you get there to that poll, that's just I have to have friends that think like that. We and Nina have all types of debates, but guess what? That poll blew.
Okay.
She know better than to go down there talking about Bernie third party anything right now because it's too hot. And because we wouldn't be friends. It's that serious to me.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I love it, TC, when you get up here because I don't think people realize how life and death it is. Maybe because I'm living where I live. And you need to look
What?
up my company. Look up Sumner County in Tennessee, and you tell me what I'm
Uh.
facing and why my grandmama want me in the house at 6. Like, yeah,
Okay.
I can buy a nice house out here, and it's some nice income out here. But I know the mindset. I know how I felt in the early voting lines. I felt unsafe, and y'all know I can handle myself. But I'm not gonna lie. It felt funny. I was talking. I had to call my husband literally while I was in line. It felt weird. There's an energy, and I'm not gonna act like it ain't here. There's an energy this morning when I went and got my coffee. It is like I
Right.
know you voting for that woman. You can
Okay.
tell.
Yeah, I can tell because the same thing here. The guys. It's like, look, yo, whatever. But I do, Mr. William. I want you to do me a favor. If you go live today and you play your wonderful music, okay? Yes, just my thoughts. I want you to do me a favor. I have a recommendation. Play this song by Teddy Pendergrass, Philly. Think I better let it go. Let it go. It looks like another love TKO. Mama say knock you out. You know it. That's right. Madam POTUS in the building.
Your mama
Okay.
gonna knock you out. Your daddy.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna knock you out. Hey, 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 So that's what we're gonna play. That's what we're gonna do. It's on and popping. This is a landslide. Done deal. My math is mathing,
And
and
we do need to
everybody
have a
else
party over at Pastor's. William, you need to put you in Pastor. Are y'all getting along this week? Because you need to put all that aside and come over there so we can have a party. And y'all know
party.
Pastor gonna be hyped. Y'all know Pastor be taking all his vitamins, so he gonna be
That's
on
right.
25 instead of 10 today.
No
So I'm
doubt.
gonna try to stay there as long as I can rein him in. But y'all already know it's about to be a
Okay.
watch party over at Pastor's.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be over there too then. Yeah, girl. Yeah. Cause I haven't been asleep. Oh my God, I have not been asleep. The party with Kamala and Very Carey gave me some patois to say to Madam POTUS. I forgot, but I had to go back to the live this morning. We went through it. We sounded it out and all of that and this, that, and the other. Howard University, HBCUs, the AKAs, the Deltas, the Sigmas, the Zetas, the Sigma Gamma Rho. Everybody is out here. The Eastern Stars, the Masons, the Jack and Jill, the everybody. Batman, Robin, the Avengers, everybody is out here. They voting for Kamala. They not telling you they are, okay? Don't let these people lie to you. Everybody gotta keep their bravado up, No, I don't. Aggies in the house, we for Kamala. Period, point blank. Brothers, and that Y generation, kudos to y'all. Kudos to the
Oh, look
millennials.
at them over here at the pole. I'm passing by the pole now. I see the white women over here for Kamala. I'd have take my bra off now, J Dunn. J Dunn, I'm
No,
taking my bra
don't
off and
take her
waving to
off.
them real quick. But I don't want to cause no concussion when I throw it out the window.
Girl, we gonna
Try,
see
I
her
might
on
knock
the.
somebody out when I
No,
throw
just
these
take a
double D
picture.
cups out the window.
just take a picture of them so they could be,
I
so
am.
we can
I
have
ain't gonna burn
you.
the bra until tonight for Jay Dunn. I'm gonna actually do it for Jay Dunn because she can't wait. I've been telling her I'm gonna burn the bra when
Oh,
Kamala go. And Nina, I told Nina I'm gonna get out my chucks and pearls today, but she told me I was doing too much because that's the contract. I can. She gonna vote for Kamala,
yeah.
but she want me to stop at the chucks and pearls because now we're doing too much. Because Nina has had a problem with this candidate since the very beginning, child. So we gonna have to come. I don't know. I'm gonna have to stay away from Nina today. She gonna ruin my high.
Okay.
She voted for Kamala, but she just got some issues, especially with the whole race thing. You know how Nina is.
Okay.
She told me
Well,
I can't say I got a black woman president or I'll be ingenuous. I said, well, disingenuous. I said, well, call me disingenuous like a mug, because today I have all intents
today.
and purposes. Y'all said y'all had a black president when y'all had Barack. I can say I have a black female president when I have Kamala. Because that's
There
how
you
she
go.
presents as a black kid that I sit next to in school. They
That's right.
all look like Kamala.
That's
You
right.
know who I wanted to be our first female black president? Miss
Oh,
Obama. That's who I wanted. I wanted her. I
oh,
love her to death. Have you read
Michelle.
her memoir? I've read her memoir. She has an amazing. If you haven't read her autobiography, it's awesome.
Who?
You're right. Michelle Obama.
Oh
Miss
yeah, but I
Michelle.
love her too much to do anything like that to her. I wouldn't even want her to even. Some people you care about too much that I wouldn't even want. And I know Hillary got what it got. That would have been a dream team. Oh my God, if I could have my way. Ooh. Anyway,
You're
that's just
right.
too much estrogen in the office. But anyway, that would have been a dream team. But Hillary understands the summon as a white woman that she would have had to carry that. And I believe when people get together, because I don't care what nobody said, I predicted this. When Joe um, agreed to run again, I told everybody
Hmm.
how it was gonna go. I said, y'all not paying attention. Y'all too busy talking about her putting men in jail
Exactly.
and all this other stuff. But Joe is a smart man. I'm telling you, he know the only way. I thought what he was gonna do is bow out in 2 years and his health, and then that way tricked him into having a woman president. I was all ready for that to happen. But I know at the end of the day, I can love Joe and he could be as sweet as he wanted to be, but I don't give a fuck. People got ego.
Thank you. And he did it so that she would be elected, not she would be appointed and then have to be elected. She's gonna be elected. This is it. That's it. Speaking of that, do I have to go to Wilmington? Oh my God, shit. Anyway, everybody, it's been real. I gotta go on some more lives and do some more things. It's on and popping again. Think I better let it go. Mm-mm-mm. Let it go. Mm-mm. Looks like another love TKO. I save my energy for this day.
Let's
TC, you
There
are
you
go.
go.
contagious. Your spirit is contagious. It got me extra high because I was a little sad today because I knew Tennessee was gonna disappoint me as usual.
Oh wow. No, baby, it's on. We got this, yo. Yeah, I was getting ready to play me some music, some little funky percolator. It's time for the percolator. Oh, yeah. Understand?
Like
But
I love
anyway,
my state, but it's just I just never saw myself living here again. So that's why I kind of because I just kind of hate the way
okay,
it has to be. But I do embrace the good things about my state. But they're never going to ever concede to anything.
okay,
They
all
don't
right.
want us to smoke weed, and they don't want me to have a Democrat. They pretty
Oh,
much want me to go to church
oh,
and go home. Why they
okay,
sit here and live a hypocritical life. But yeah, Tennessee, I don't know. It just to me, feel like we got the youth to have the energy to bring it a look closer, but I don't know what it
that's
is.
true.
I think most people that are progressive get out.
Exactly,
Even if it's the
exactly.
Georgia, that's why we turned Georgia blue. Tennessee helped turn Georgia blue because I was part of that,
I
diversion
agree.
to Atlanta. So a lot of that is
Yes,
that instead of fighting it, I think they just leave. And I can't ask everybody to do opposite, but I think that's the only way that we would ever get it. We got the California influence coming here taking over too, but I don't think that's enough without a land ownership we got here.
there you go.
Because
Exactly.
Nashville is California down, baby. When I say these people here are so upset, they have
All
came and
right,
take
y'all.
over.
You know it. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah.
At the polls, that's what TC out there working at the polls, ain't she? You working at the
No,
polls, TC?
I'm actually at Temple University right now, the HBCU-ish.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, they think they're HBCUs, but they're not. They just because they're in North Philly, that don't make them an HBCU. But
I like the spirit, though. Temple's a great school, though.
but
You
it
know
is.
they
It's
out there
really
voting for
nice.
Kamala. You know they voting for
Exactly.
Kamala.
And these immigrants, let me tell you, these immigrants are on it like a hornet. That statement that Donald Trump, that he's not gonna let that down. They're not gonna let him let that down. These gangsters here, they're not playing with him. Not at all. Don't say that. Don't say that. Folks is eating cats and dogs and stuff and
Yeah, Joe. I think
having
he
meals.
did think like me for the second election. I think I wasn't wrong. It was just I wasn't right as early as I was supposed to. He did do the one tone because I think you have to have an ego. You have to finish what you started. I think that sends a message to his grandkids too. So I'm glad he did it like
Right.
he knew to do it, not like how I
Right.
felt like it should be done. But yeah, you could
Exactly.
tell the way he smoothly sent it to her. Joe was chilling, and he was like, good job, kid. You looking good. I was like, oh yeah, y'all done had this. Joe is already at the golf course, baby. He knew he already had this plan. He was just too happy. He been so happy
Exactly.
once he transferred and dropped out. He was so happy. He was so happy.
But
But he
yes.
deserves the
All right,
quality of
y'all.
life, though.
I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all do your thing. And yeah, you're right. Tennessee is that's a state that is it's on the rise. It's on the up and up. But it's a lot of things that need to happen. And with
Well, TC,
gentrification,
you
it's
got my
going to.
commitment. I'm going to be more active, and I'm actually doing some things next year. I'm changing some things around. And you got my commitment that this election has made me see that even though other people knew that it would never be red, but that didn't stop their work. So that don't mean that I shouldn't be more active. So I pledge next year to be way more active.
That's what's up, boo. That's what's up. Thank you. And listen, anybody want to run for election? I'll be there to help you. Understand? I'll be there. Trust me. I'll get your street action
TC,
together.
I had thought about the school board, but I told Nina, the beef that they ain't gonna let me win no damn school board. I'm gonna be trying to run in the liberal thing, and here these folks gonna go slip a video talking about, you hear all these slurs, and she done said, I'm gonna have to say it's AI. Be working on that for me, TC, in the background. Be working on the AI defense for when they try to smear my campaign.
Got you. It's easy.
Okay.
It's easy. I got you. I understand. I truly do. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be good. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, Charlie. See you later, boo. And to the chat. I see you. I love y'all. It's on and popping. I'll see y'all later on tonight. All right.
See you in
Peace.
Passos.
Okay,
Alrighty.
good. Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
So party at passes later.
Mm-hmm. Child, yeah. He gonna be on it, but Pastor like to go to bed too early. He ain't gonna be able to see them polls unless he run a night shift. I gotta tell him take extra vitamins today because them polls gonna be slow. And Pastor know what his state gonna do too. But I think he said he gonna watch it come in and he gonna do some commentary as it's like winding down. I don't know what time he gonna come on. I think he gonna come on more than once today though. But I'm excited. Did you already vote, Charlie? Did you vote early?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
went
early
ahead
is
and
the way
voted
to go.
early. That way I don't have to worry about no
What Jay
lines.
doing there? I came over here because I just knew she was gonna click the link too.
I don't like lines and I don't like waiting.
Mm-mm. Sometimes I like it like if it's fun. Like it was fun to wait in the lines for Obama because it was like a picnic. Like everybody was excited, child. When I tell you folks was asking the food, that's why Georgia changed them rules. Talking about y'all can't even have water at the line. Because when them fools was voting for Obama, they had the grill out there. They had food trucks. They had slushies. Some adult, some not. When I tell you they acted they butt, so that's why Georgia said, nah, y'all can't even have water. Y'all can't pass them fools out water because Obama, when I tell you my folks and some of your folks too, they was acting a mess. Well, I tell you, that was like a party when he won.
It was like a block party when he won.
Yeah,
What are
I
you
was
talking
younger
about?
too then too, so it was like the energy, and I was living in Atlanta then, so yeah, it was a party. And I said, yeah, Georgia wasn't playing with y'all fools. Y'all said never again. Y'all ain't having nothing. Y'all gonna be parched at them polls because y'all told that place. I mean, when I say the food trucks, the grills, the crab legs, the coonery, I mean, it was a mess. But hey,
Oh, and the after parties after he won.
right. I was like, I knew it, and that's why when I left Georgia, I said I knew they was gonna get y'all for that one. And then I seen the new rules because they was like after Stacey Abrams, they was like, no, even passing out water bottles is swaying the vote. They were like, no, it's people coming out at record times, and the wait gonna be long because y'all don't have it together on purpose. So they just giving them water, things to keep them at the poll because people were just gonna get, go home because I mean you got to have something to drink or something. But they said that was helping influence the vote during Stacey Abrams, so they decided to enforce certain rules of what you can have at the polls. I guess a bottle of water was a bribe, child.
Child, they better be glad it wasn't like it used to be, passing out drinks.
Right, because shoot, alcoholic drinks too. Shoot, I will tell you folks, I may or may not been tipsy when I voted for Obama. I'm not saying out loud. I love the country. But yeah, it was fun. But I had to get on board too because I was still sad about Hillary, and I did what I was supposed to do. But that's a true testimony that I don't care if nobody say I don't vote. That's why I hate when I'm insulted here in my own state. I don't vote for race because I know for a fact what I did in 2016, and it was about what I said and my commitment. And look at how I present. People will always write that out. Oh, you voting whether it's black or not. No, it's not true. Do you know how much that woman? I would have literally. Like I said, I would have ate beans and fasted. I would have even needed surgery for my weight loss. I would have lost it naturally. I really was that passionate about her campaign. So no, I don't vote with race. I said, but yeah, will it matter when it's supposed to? Am I gonna always complete the assignment? Yeah. But there's a lot of white people who complete the assignment every day. We over here supporting one that understands the assignment. So we're not going to do that because that doesn't help us do anything. Charlie understands the assignment, and it's an insult to me and her to assume that we're going to vote how we look in the mirror. We're going to vote with our head, but we also going to vote for how we're going to survive and be treated. And ultimately, while they are evil, at the end of the day, we're going to not go with somebody who has told us what they're going to do to us based on what we may not or not know. And I'm going to always go on somebody who tell me what they're going to do because I appreciate that. If you tell me you're going to make me go back into basically forced slavery with Project 24 and you tell me that I don't really matter and that they're pandering to me and you question her race and things like that and make that the new point of a campaign and not the integrity of her spirit, then I can't do that. I don't give a care how funny you made me laugh at The Apprentice because I'm going to tell you, I used to like Donald Trump, and I know that's horrible to say, but I like Celebrity Apprentice Donald Trump. I like his business acumen, and I didn't treat him no different until he showed me different.
Now, I will tell you that a lot of people I heard that voted him for the first time voted because they thought he would be different.
Yeah, and I can understand, and I don't get mad at people. Like, I still talk to MU. I'm going to go out to California even after this election. Like, I like MU. I mean, I don't care. But I tell her what I view and why, and we can have a discussion without calling each other names. Like, because she's not going to change my view, but that don't mean that she's a horrible person either. I'm hoping that my influence will help. But if it don't, as long as you want the best for me as a person, I can't. I'm not going to not talk to her. I'm just not going to do that. Like, I don't let it make me do that unless it gets really deep.
Yeah, there's only certain people.
I think she voting with her interest. I think she votes with her interest. I don't have that type of income. Like, I may do. People may think I do. I don't know. We have to see. I don't know what all he working with. And I don't know what's all hers. I know some of her business, but not all of it. And some people vote with their interest, and my interest maybe have not always been that. So, I try to look at it that way. But I don't go over there for some of the Trump because I don't want us to get into no argument over nothing like that. Like, too bad when it's not helping neither one of us, when it's bad things on both sides. So I just don't come over there for a lot of that if I can't control my emotions and I can't just be fair about it because I don't want that to make us dislike each other. It's enough of that.
Facts. The only time I get upset about people who are voting Trump are the crazy ones. The ones that are so blinded. That stuff right there makes me not want to be around those certain people. They'll be like, I ain't going to be your friend if you don't vote for such and such.
Right.
And I'm like, no, we can't be cool. That's why I don't like Trump.
Yeah, I saw that he wasn't a good businessman, but see, I was blinded by Hollywood and Apprentice and everything else they said. Once I saw him run as a candidate, I got to know about him as a person. So then I was able to see, okay, this wasn't the person I loved on Apprentice and always with black people, and I always seemed like he got their back and posing with Wayne and all of that. And Wayne is my favorite rapper, alive or dead, period. Do you not know how much that has hurt too, seeing some of that and trying to understand it? That's why I have to start separating that stuff. Like, it's too many people that's getting caught up to like have those same ethics. I'm not going to change my morals and things, But I had to think about it because the Wayne shit, man, it hurt me so bad. It still does. But I listen to his perspective and why he does some of the stuff and why he identifies with not seeing color on some of the things. And I don't agree with everything either. But I don't let that make me not like him. But yeah, the way he has carried on for the last couple of years, shit, that broke my heart.
His
But he has a
catalog.
different perspective. Somebody white says his life. He has a different perspective, and I'm listening to it, and I'm open to listen to it. I don't have to agree with their politics to respect their art, though.
His catalog is huge. If you
Right?
look at it.
He don't even remember half his catalog, child. He done did so many raps. So yeah, he don't even know the lyrics to all of them. Cause somebody rapped some lyrics to him as one of these things he did, and he was like, "What? That's me? Oh, okay." Like he don't remember. Cause he
I
go
saw
off the
that
dome.
one.
Yeah, he go off the dome. He don't write nothing down.
He's like,
If it
that's
wasn't
fire.
for
Who
rap
wrote
gigs,
that?
we would have half of Wayne's lyrics. Cause
I
he don't
remember
write
he
them
said,
down.
who wrote that? That's fire. You did. He
Mhm.
goes, oh, really?
It's so much, and he just go in there and he go off the dome. I've seen him do it like off the dome, like in the studio, like the behind. I mean, it's crazy how he can just leave and I embraced his off the dome spirit for my pitch, and I got second place because I was sitting here worried about it, writing down. And I know that's never worked for me. I've never been a person who can write a paper early. I have to write the night before. And sometimes people say, oh, that's an excuse for laziness. No, I believe some people have to procrastinate. So I went off the dome and I got second place, but I was worried about it for weeks. Some people do best off the dome. Like when I drag, I do not think about it. I don't do rehearsed drags. That's why my mouth's so unfiltered because what I think comes out in the moment and it's not censored. Like when I be on here dragging people, I don't do no rehearsed drags. I couldn't repeat the same drag twice. It just comes out the dome. That's where I'm better talented at. I have to be right there with you in the fight. That's why I'm not a good response dragger. Like I need to be. That's why I always say click this link because that's the way I'm gonna get you. Because if I gotta respond to you, it's not gonna have as much. Because I forgive easy and I forget about it and I get bored. So unless I'm responding to you right there, you're not gonna get a good drag for me. That's why I'm not a good content creator because I can't do upload drags. I have to see you. I have to have my opponent right there with me. I have to eat you up right there. Like it's competitiveness to me. I can't do the back and forth. Like Jay Dunn really good at that. Like she can upload, she can strategically do it, but if I gotta put together something, I'm gonna lose interest. Is Jay
Yeah,
Dunn here?
yeah, she's in the chat. She's working.
What you doing, Jake? Working or something? I don't like this. You ain't been up on the link the whole time.
Jay Dunn's like, I'm working right now.
She know I'm spoiled. Pizarro's over there trying to bribe Misunderstood not to vote with a fried chicken recipe. What? Misunderstood? You know Misunderstood done early voted already, Jay Dunn. Girl, she done been to 8 Trump rallies and 2 goddamn Trump discussions. She been voted. Misunderstood went to Coachella, not for Coachella, but to see Trump, child. She's serious.
Hey, Mr. Beasley.
Morning, ladies.
Oh, what's up? There go my favorite Black Set the Godfather.
There you go. What's going on? I have a little iced
The
coffee this morning.
boogeyman, the boogeyman who I haven't seen to be boogeyman since he been back.
I'm the boogeyman.
They told us that Goosebumps had us fearing this Godfather boogeyman, and then when you came back, you was a pussycat. Beasley, what happened?
I read the criminal statutes for the state of California and for the feds. I read the criminal statutes very closely, and I realized the things that I did were not borderline criminal. They were definitely criminal. And if you continue on doing that shit,
That's true,
you'll
Mr.
be able to get
Beasley.
away.
Now you did. You was if the stuff Goosebumps told us was halfway true. Now, yeah, you probably should have. Now you had some time facing you. They would have did anything about it. Child.
Yeah, so it's time, time. You think I'm Rob Rack? I'm not stupid.
Oh yeah, that's a whole no. He's so disappointing. I don't even want to talk about that. Like Rob
Yeah,
Rack,
well,
boy.
look what happens if you
I
don't,
know.
change. If you don't change with the times.
But Rob Rack not
That's a
even doing the strategic stuff that you did, Mr. Beasley. He just doing idiotic stuff and he destroying his own body. That's a little difference with Rob Rack.
He's an idiot. That's right. I don't even drink. What is some good coffee?
Ooh, what kind you
Peach.
having this morning? Peach?
No, I ordered. No, I ordered. I had them bring me some stuff this morning from the supermarket, but in order to level off my bill so I can get like free delivery and free the other thing, you have to be at least $35. So I got a Starbucks makes them the they have like their little mixed coffee, the lattes with they'll have one with like vanilla and one with mocha and one with caramel. This is peach and it's just cream and sugar, and it comes in in the glass container. It's about $4.
Oh, that
$4 on
sounds
sale.
good.
Yeah, but
I
peach is particularly it's like when you start off like from the beans or the grounds, peach is like the strongest shit out there. It's like pure dope. Besides, I found cold brew, and they have different cold brew brands, and that's what I think they just soak the beans in the cold water for like 18, 19 hours, and for some reason that just gets all the shit out of it, and it's be really, really strong. I mean, really strong. You gotta. They recommend that you put like it's concentrate. They recommend that you put like 1 part water to 1 part coffee, then add your creamer and everything.
Yeah, I do a chocolate creamer that I get from Walmart. It's so good. I love that stuff. Ooh,
Yeah,
I used to be a caramel macchiato. Now I'm a mocha.
the caramel macchiatos. I like the way they taste, but they don't get me high enough. The
You
high
want
is
that?
disappointing.
You want that caffeine like rush.
I need the drug to start off. It's starting off the day. I need the drug to start, but then for taste later on in the day and a little bit of a pick me up, I'll have one of the caramel macchiatos. I'll even get them from McDonald's.
It
All
still
the
makes me laugh to think about how they had to put hot on like beverages and the different things, warnings we have to have nowadays because of dumb people.
all the fast food places have iced coffee now.
Yeah, I don't like cold coffee. That's why I don't do the cold brews. But yeah, that's why Charlie folks be so up all the time. Them cold brews be potent. They be spinning like they on some uppers on them darn cold brews.
Uppers like a motherfucker.
Make you feel
And
like you on
Cause
crack.
these Vanderbilt schools, they be going and getting 4 and 5 of them cold brews a day at the Starbucks. I ain't got that kind of money.
I make my own.
I'm a Dunkin' Donut person anyway. I'm boycotting Starbucks.
they got good coffee there. Their coffee's famous. Their coffee's famous. But I am fan. I had a friend on here. My friend that passed away, Darren Marion. I don't know if you guys knew him. Very good dude.
Mr. Beasley, did you early vote for Kamala?
I did vote for her.
Thank you.
But
I do easily
much.
understood the assignment.
I don't expect much. I know you better. That's another reason to keep your nose clean. Because she will eventually be running on an anti-crime law and order. Watch for midterms. She's going to change the subject to crime.
That's why they don't realize how the Young Thug case wasn't exactly the win that they think it is. Because when you got some ball busters in the law, honey, they gonna make sure their probation gonna be hard as hell for 15 years.
Oh, he won't. I don't think he'll be able to. He's going to have to totally. Well, he's had 900 days to think. We'll see if he's a Rob Rack or not.
I think he's too important to too many people and got people around him not to Rob Rack it out. But it's gonna have to be. They're gonna have a fine tooth comb on him because he can't be in the city of Atlanta except for the things they want him to do.
I don't know that much about Young Thug, except that he used to wear a dress and makeup and shit. And I ain't trying to care about
YSL Brian Steele. They done gave that lawyer a YSL name. It's YSL Steele. So his YSL Steele, Brian Steele. When I tell you his prices just went up. They had a little meme on his price. They had his attorney on there and said, Brian Steele Law Firm. It said, yesterday's price ain't today's price. I said, you sure ain't yesterday. He's gonna be the rock star lawyer. When I tell you that man,
I saw him at the table. It looks like they were relating pretty cool with each other.
Oh
Looks
yeah,
like
he
they look
loved
like
him.
they.
You could tell he was crying because he didn't want Thug. Brian is an ego lawyer too. I've been around him so much because me wanting to be a lawyer. You see, I was working at the law library. Like he's an ego center too. You could tell he was kind of disappointed in Thug. He didn't want him to take that deal. Brian wanted to win that shit, and I think he would have. I think he would have.
No, it's to set you up for failure. Deal all them charges, but it gave him what he wanted. He got out.
Right, because you got to ultimately it's your client. That's the thing about being a lawyer. Sometimes no matter how much passion you got behind it, you have to do what your client wants to do. That's your job, and so that's the hard part. But you can tell he knew he could win it, and he didn't want him to give up.
They were playing Young Thug's lyrics in court, and Young Thug was like pressing on the thing. He was like feeling his own lyrics, and he's like pressing on the table like he's playing the piano, like the thing.
Yeah, I saw it. Cause he a musician still. Like all them rappers ain't just mumble rappers. Some of them actually have an ear and actually are musically gifted. And Young Thug is musically gifted. He's just not a mumble rapper.
We lost Mr. Beasley.
But the coldest thing about that
There he
Beasley,
is.
those lyrics you talking about too, that they tried to get him on the murder charge for. Guess what? The coldest bitch in the game, my second favorite writer, was the author. My second favorite rapper. So Nicki's lyrics was some of the stuff they tried to get him on, and he said, "Oh, Nicki Minaj wrote that." When I said, "Bitch," when they got that, they couldn't stick him on that because Nicki wrote the lyrics they thought Young Thug wrote. And I said, "Look at that! If that ain't a sign that females gonna run this shit, baby," I said,
In,
"Look at
Cal-
Nicki done got Thug out too."
in California, they just passed a law that you can't use those lyrics to convict people. You
Yeah,
know,
you can't do that. It's artistic expression, and a lot of y'all be thinking these people be writing. Don't know they don't be writing it. Ghostwriters be writing it because y'all think they hard. So this lets you know that some of these lyrics that people be thinking and following what these fools do. Now you sitting here not knowing Nicki Minaj wrote his hardest lyrics, baby.
well, you know something. I looked into this whole little Dirt thing. That's Tupac and Biggie all over again. That shit's a lot of murders behind that.
Oh
Behind
yeah,
them,
Dirt. Now I don't say I'm not screaming free Dirt. It's some people I'm just not
they're
screaming
all
free
they're all
nobody.
they're all killers. You want to know
Yeah.
something? I heard a couple of the songs. He got a song with J. Cole. Everybody's heard it.
Oh,
Oh
when he had that, I
my
said, "Boy, you better quit
God.
wasting your time. They still coming to get you." I didn't like that song. It was so corny to me. I don't like those little corny songs they do. And when he did that, I was just like my radio. I was like, "Boy, you can do all my life you want to." They feds still coming with that Rico, and what they do, they came with that Rico.
He ain't done yet. He make that out.
Mm-mm.
You know why I like him? The little bit that I like him. You know something? And it sounds kind of ignorant, but be a real gangster. Don't be no fake gangster. He ain't no
Hey,
fake
that's true.
gangster.
And Joe said we. That's
That
why I like when Joe
motherfucker.
Budden
That,
says
that
that we kind of responsible for some of this because we want our gangster rappers to do real gangster shit. I'm one of them people like that too. If you rap, I like it when they be bad in real life, like DMX. Like I like it because when you say about it, I want you to be about it. But us liking that though supports a culture to where if they live their raps, then the real crime's gonna come behind those raps.
man, and rich and rolling and having money.
Hmm.
Gave that boy $50,000 when he get out of jail and he told on him.
Yeah, he actually believe
Got
in the
three
street
little
code. Now the
kids.
ones who
Ain't,
do that and don't, yeah, he actually paid him. See, that's different. Juke and all them people didn't get that boy the money for dog. A lot of them fools don't really do it, but the ones who actually keep their word, they give you your money, they put you up when you do something for them, and you turn on them and you wearing a white, and that's some pussy ass shit. That's when I don't
well,
agree with some shit because
that's the difference between big city boys up north in Chicago and country bumpkins down there in Mo3 land. You could send them on a mission and give them $200 afterwards. So we give them 100,000. The
Cause Big
people.
Juke, I'm sorry. Gotti's brother deserved what he got. Because not only did you order this hit, but you didn't even pay them boys. You promised them boys 40K and they went away for what you could have earned a week at an Amazon plant. It wasn't even like $800. So when you do dirty shit like that, I'm sorry. You play that street game and come back to you wrong. I didn't bat no tear when Gotti lost his brother. Because now you want to be in the street, but then you want to do some shiesty street shit. Nah, that's fucked up.
Are they doing gangster shit down there in Memphis too?
Oh yeah, I know.
But
Trust me, yeah, I know.
but there's even but it's deeper in Chicago. They got the FBF the FGB Cash murder tied to them. He got the Duck murder, and the Duck murder was the one where they killed him right there in front of the Louis store, in front of Gucci.
But see, Doug don't make no sense. He has a father who has changed his life, who has embraced his Muslim. Like it ain't like he don't have people. Like I can't understand some of that
Hold
when it
on a
comes from
second.
some kind of
That's what
stock.
it, and that's why you know it's real. He can't help it if he's just a gangster.
Right.
He can't help
Yeah.
it. That's just who I am.
Yeah, they in the environment. That's true. But I feel like he let the internet make him feel like he
He
had
rode for his
to
homie.
defend
It's
his
all about
friend.
he rode for his homie. He rode for his homie. His homie got killed and he took out,
I don't
he
know,
did the
Beasley,
best.
though. It wasn't that instant. I think Dirk wasn't going to do that. I think he let the internet trick him out of his spot. I think he let the pressure, every time he was online, when you going to slide for Vaughn? When you going to slide for Vaughn? When you going to slide for Vaughn? So he told them in his lyrics, I already slid for Vaughn. And that's what got him.
Uh,
Now you're going to be
yeah,
right there with Vaughn. May as well say you did too.
maybe not. Give him
I
a
hope
chance.
not.
I hope he beats the case.
I like it
Oh,
when the court
believe me,
system gets screwed. So I don't
I'm
I'm not gonna say free Dirk, but I do like it when the court system don't get caught up when they don't do the right thing. They should go. They should be able to leave when they
I'm
get
old enough
screwed.
to call them all ignorant and stupid. That's my first way of looking at it. But until I look into it a little bit, and it resonated with me, this boy, he's he's really about this shit. He's not
Yeah.
playing around.
Vaughn's demise was gonna be met the same way too. When you really about that, you know it's only two ways out: death or prison.
He had done 6 or 7 years of the previous 8 years. He had done 6 or 7 of them in prison. They had murders when they were 15, 16 years old.
It's so funny because
They can't.
I watched documentaries on Dirk and on especially on
Then you
Vaughn, and it's
know,
like he's so sweet and he got this mannerism, but he got this look in his eye. When
man,
I tell you it was black,
they got these little faces. They look like they got manners.
right,
Excuse
and they
me,
come
thank you,
across so
sir.
charismatic because that's why everybody love Vaughn. But when I
You
say he
know
a
what?
stone cold killer, he a stone cold killer.
They might have manners. They might be real polite. They're probably very, very nice and polite. Most killers are. Most killers are. And
I was
I've been
about to
around
say
some killers.
something, and Jay Dunn's gonna cuss me out, so let me be quiet.
I never met no mean killers. Killers are nice.
The real people that's real crazy are so charming. Like that's what I'm gonna be quiet. Let me go on mute.
Oh, like Jay Dunn. You think Jay Dunn's, you think Jay Dunn's a killer?
No, she ain't no killer, but the people who think that people who are really like systematic and like a lot of people say, oh, she don't have no emotions or she's psychotic or she this or whatever. But then I'm always saying y'all don't know each side. Like they be looking at me like I'm crazy. But no,
They were
Ted
jumping.
Bundy
They
was
were
very
jumping on.
charming. She's not a
They
serial
was
killer, but
jumping
she
on.
can be very like
They was jumping. Lady Love was jumping on Jay Dunn yesterday, even though it was kind of to my defense. But she was jumping on Jay Dunn, and I got to thinking. About lining people up and everything. I'm like, you dirty bitches all tried to line up Jay Dunn on some false charges, try to do her like Jesus. They were all got together
that's
and
why
wrote
I wrote for
letters
her
and
so much doing that probation thing because I don't like group billing. They do it to me. I don't like mass outrage. I don't like hypocrisy, and that's what a lot of that be filled with.
man, that's what all of them did. They all got together to Shanghai Jay Dunn. They're gonna put her in prison. They're gonna try to lock her up and get her. But they fucked up.
Right.
It's
That's
a
why when
people.
I forgot about the other day and I had made a joke with her, I had to take that back and eat that. They were like, "Oh, you let Jay Dunn talk crazy." I was like, "No, these people actually did try to take her freedom from her. It's no joke. They actually did this to her."
On some bullshit. It'd be
I saw
different if she.
proof. Kimmy and all of them were doing criminal shit. That's why Kimmy left like that because she knew shit that was gonna get like the shit that they were trying to do. I know for a fact was serious.
It came out in the open.
Yeah, but it's shit that even
Ness
come out in the open that was lower than what y'all even know.
and Ness played both sides, feeding the information. She gave her a solid. That was a solid. Feeding her the information about what they're doing.
Don't get mad at me because you know I'm passionate when it comes to this. I don't play with that. Like, Cause I didn't like that shit was pissing me off. Like they was doing some shit and people was acting like I was crazy for saying. I don't give a fuck what you think about her. And I don't give a
Nah,
fuck how
it
mad
all
you think
came
I should be. You can't do people like that.
it all came out, and y'all moved on to the next goddamn storyline like it was nothing. You moved on to the next storyline.
Right.
I'm not keeping up with the storyline. This shit's stupid. I don't give a fuck about Lady Tangerine. Not one bit. I wish him ill will. He's a drunk. He's very, very disrespectful. And whatever the internet has in store for him, they have in store for him. If he got the mental health, you hear YouTube cameras cracking. I'm angry. I'm not going to take this no more. This shit, the fuck you. You put my name in the title. Yeah, she falling apart. If you don't have sleep, if you don't have enough sleep, and you living off this coffee, and I think she drinks the coffee with espresso shots in it, so she's getting high. She's getting high. She's on a drug. Believe me, don't think this strong coffee is not a drug.
I
Got
didn't
me
like the
sitting.
way they did Jay Dunn either, because here's the thing. Just because you can't take somebody's words and how they speak, just like you, Mr. Beasley, right? You say what you think and you say how you feel. And just because somebody may not be able to take your words, don't mean you should take it off into the real world.
Yeah, but they didn't take it into the real world with pranks. They took it into the real world trying to really fucking get her fucked up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they try to take it offline and take it into the point of really messing up her real life. I don't like that stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty. That's kind of shitty, but I guess it's all part of the game. I mean, that's serious business, and if you compare that to some stupid shit that I do, like I send somebody a pizza, that's harmless, huh? It's just like letting you know, hey, I see you. I get somebody to knock on your door.
That's the stuff we used to do when we was younger. Remember, you used to call and order pizzas in somebody's name and have it sent to them.
Yep.
You'd prank call them and ask them if the refrigerator was running.
Better go down the street and get it.
Yep. That was stuff we thought was funny back in the day when we was younger.
It's still funny. Be high enough.
I could just imagine you up there giggling while you order 20 pizzas in somebody's name.
I never got too many, but I would order the pizzas, Chinese food. I sent flowers to one dude's fiance.
No, you did. You sent flowers to his fiance?
Yes, while he lived with her.
Oh my goodness.
Send flowers and put a note. Tell her to leave that zero and get with a hero and put my phone number. And you know what he did? They were gladiolas from FTD. It was only $19.99. I just won some money gambling. I said, that's what I'm going to do. I sent them straight to her, and they came in a beautiful gold foil box. And it was just a hell of an arrangement. It was like $60 normally. It was on sale for $19.99. It was just a beautiful arrangement of gladiolas. He took them out, opened them up, was talking shit, and did the flowers like Morticia Adams. You know how she cut the fucking rosebud off the rose? Da 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 da. I like you with you. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
I'd have been laughing.
What I was laughing. We have a video on it. You don't send me flowers in the background playing. That fool cut the fucking flowers up. Said, see, take that, huh? Here goes your money. I'm just cutting it up. Remember, it only could have been roses. Ooh, Morticia, why you cut the damn rose off the bud off the damn rose, you evil bitch? Oh shit.
That's some funny stuff though. See, that's trolling in a good the way you're supposed to, right? That's messing with people.
You do it as many times as I've done it to him. It's done shit to him. Chinese food. He would get Chinese food weekly.
Oh my god, I'm laughing, Mr.
One time he just paid for it. He said it was delicious. So he should be thanking me. He he plays the Jedi mind trick. I stopped sending him Chinese food if he's gonna like it. His girl just say, "Fuck it, just pay for the shit this time. Just pay for the shit."
Oh my God, that's hilarious. they got Chinese food without having to order it.
Sometimes two at a time.
See, now that's the funny way to do things. But doing
Now
what
the
they did to Jay
bum,
Dunn, that was not
the,
cool.
the bomb, Lamar Wills. He's like one of the main people of the original black sector. I know he's addressed by heart still, but there's two places to order takeout food in this little fucked up town in Michigan, right? And one of them's a Chinese place. The other one is New York Fried Chicken, right? So he called New York Fried Chicken and told them, do not deliver food to his house unless he pays for it first. They said, okay. So I called, they still delivered it. It got so fucked up that they just stopped delivering to him, period. He said, man, oh God. Oh, boy, that's funny. That's funny.
See, that was the old school way. We used to do that stuff when we were younger, though, to people. Remember? Just be calling in stuff.
Ain't that old school? I was doing this 4 or 5 years ago. I had tears in my eyes thinking about it.
Are you done? Are you done, Theodore?
Yeah.
Whew. See, that's funny. That's something that, I don't consider terrible. It's when these people take it offline and they start affecting people's real lives to the point of like trying to send somebody to prison just because you can't, or jail, or whatever, because you can't handle their words. I don't like taking it offline. I don't like that stuff.
Yeah, that happens too, but you got to be mindful of it. You got to be mindful of it. And people make threats. People have been getting away from making threats forever. And threats are crime in every fucking state of the union and on the federal level.
Now, doing what you got to do to protect yourself is one thing, right? But taking it offline to like really send somebody to prison for just words. No, I mean, like it's situational.
People are getting legitimate crimes reported on them and wonder why they don't follow through. At the end of the day,
how you know it's me?
Because I authenticated you.
Next time I'm gonna come up here and porn bomb you.
At the end of the day, the police feel, and they've told me they've got real crime to deal with, and that someone just doesn't have to log on. They don't understand motherfuckers be addicted, and this is how they socialize. But
Hey,
that's another story. What's up, Jay Dunn?
Hi, D-Miss out, bring your ass over here since you was worrying me.
Demon Soul, you better bring yourself from the chat.
Cause she was worrying me.
I told her you was at work.
Yeah, I had to stand in for somebody so they could go vote. But now I'm up here, Demon Soul.
Yeah, she I think where she's driving, she lost signal.
Oh, okay.
Women are gonna turn out for Kamala. With the Hillary disappointments, they're gonna turn out for Kamala. She's gonna be the president. There's no way they're gonna vote.
It seems like everybody is really excited and voting, even here in Georgia, which I was worried about. Because the tension is crazy. Because we got accused of throwing away ballots and not counting all of them and all that kind of mess last time. So everybody actually trying to do what they got to do.
In Georgia, that's where the people sued Rudy Giuliani, the former U.S. attorney, the former mayor of New York, the one that was in head of one of Trump's lawyer, sued him and just recently got a judgment to take over his penthouse in New York and other personal items because he owes them millions of dollars. They sued him in court and won. and won. And they're saying now that the court ordered that he has to get out of his Manhattan penthouse. It's an 80-something-year-old man. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Huh. That is crazy.
But he is crazy. But he's paying the price for his, whatever the fuck he did. He accused them of doing criminal shit with the votes, and they didn't. He accused them of throwing away ballots or some shit that he accused them of, and they sued him. They sued him
that's
and
what
won.
happened with Georgia. Because I don't know if y'all remember, even after the last election in 2020, we still had to vote again in January for some type of runoff election. It was so much voting that we had to do.
This was in Georgia. These
okay.
were in Georgia. These people were in Georgia, and they sued Rudy Giuliani specifically, and and it's gone so far in the court system that they're demanding he give up his fucking penthouse. You got to spend his penthouse. They can spend it. They can put his Christmas up in his penthouse. God damn it! Yeah, you got to be careful. Look it up. You can Google it. I know I read it.
Yeah, see, I don't remember hearing anything about Rudy Giuliani, but I will look it up. I just remember everything that happened after the last election, but I don't know how this one's gonna even pan out. But all you can do is just hope for the best.
Oh, it should be interesting. They'll be calling it real quick. The networks call it real quick, and I think it's gonna be too close to call quick. A lot of these elections have been going into days and days and days later, and don't even have yeah. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I know it's a goddamn shame. I think most people, in their heart of hearts, with all these crimes that he's charged with, they're just saying this dude's too much. This dude be doing too much. This dude, he ain't trying to play fair. He's just out for Donald.
That lady Erica Fierce, she already put a community wall post up on her channel, which was interesting, and she asked if people want her to make a video. Just based on that community wall post, I'm scared to see what her video is even gonna be about. Y'all know Erica Fierce be doing all these AI beef sector videos, but now she trying to do one about the election. I'm like, Lord, I don't know, I'm scared. But yeah, Beasley, you said that you was drinking peach coffee.
Peets, P-E-T-S, P-E-E-T-S.
Oh, Pete's. Okay, because I was like peach coffee. Okay,
that's
Pete's.
Like Georgia Peach. It's a brand name.
Okay.
It's really strong, and I didn't know that they made things in the glass like Starbucks does. We know Starbucks does it, and things are popular too. Things are popular. Yeah, I saw Pete's, so I should have got more than one.
I have to look out for it, but it might just be a California thing.
I'm not sure at all. It might just be a Bay Area thing. Pete's.
Yeah.
But I know it's the shit. I know it's it'll put a little pepper. It'll put some pep in your step or some glide in your stride.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. But other than that, the election, that's enough. It's a big day.
Today, yeah, that's supposed to be him. If you click on it to make it big, you can see that it's him. And I'm trying to figure out what kind of video she gonna make with that type of thing.
I just saw that and I was like, what?
I don't understand what that video is gonna be about, but she is very creative.
That one might scare me, Erica. Please don't do that. Don't scare me like that, please.
Lord. But yeah, I knew D Misso was gonna end up running off by the time I got a chance to get up here.
I got the Rudy Giuliani thing pulled up.
Oh, yeah. What's that about that Diesel was telling me?
Rudy Giuliani is ordered to turn over assets to 2 Georgia election workers. It says the former New York City mayor has been ordered to turn over his Manhattan apartment, a Mercedes, and a variety of other personal possessions, from his television to his T-shirt signed by Joe DiMaggio, to 2 Georgia election workers who won a $148 million defamation judgment against him.
He got his ass good.
Oh, wow.
He
That's crazy.
defamed them.
Freeman and Moss won a defamation lawsuit over Giuliani's false ballot fraud claims against them in connection with the 2020 presidential election. They said Giuliani pushed former President Donald Trump's lies about the election being stolen, which led to death threats that made them fear for their lives. Giuliani falsely accused them of sneaking in ballots in suitcases, counting ballots multiple times, and tampering with voting machines.
Just a lying. Just a
Yeah.
lying. Just to making
That's
shit
crazy,
up.
but I believe it because they it was a whole crazy thing. I remember watching the news for that election the last time. And it took
Donald
forever
already,
for the Georgia thing because they ended up doing a recount. They did a whole recount and everything before they called Georgia.
Donald don't even take his phone calls no more. Say it's Rudy on the phone. I'll tell him see you later. tell him he can go stay in the room. I got a spare room at the Trump Tower. I hope he would give him at least a spare room. He took his apartment. If he took his apartment's probably worth $4 or $5 million if it's in New York City. It's a big, nice apartment that he's had for 30, 40 years, you suppose. Good grief.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Rudy. Sorry, Rudy.
He's also
But
appealing, but they said in the thing that that he tried to ask, could they hold off on selling his possessions until he appealed, and the judge said no, so they could technically sell all his possessions and keep the money if he did win.
Oh
He ain't
wow.
winning no.
And see,
He ain't winning no appeal. He's guilty as fuck of that shit. He was making all that fuss after the fucking election and was single and damn near singling them out and blaming them out and putting it on them. And they probably were afraid for their life.
If they want to be petty, though, that would be hilarious. if he won, but I doubt he will. But I'm saying if he did, and they just wanted to be petty, sell all his stuff, they could technically do that, and there's nothing he could do.
It's transferring ownership from him to them. They'll be spending Christmas up in his shit.
That is hilarious.
but I'm thinking if that's something, well, I guess that's something that you would want because then, because I would probably just take everything and sell it so that I could get what I want to get.
I don't know. I'd be
Technically,
happy. I'd be happy in his shit. Remodel it.
now see, I would go use it for a little while for a vacation for a minute, right? Just to go like play around in New York for a little while. Then I would sell it.
Yeah, you can do both.
Or
Yeah,
turn it into
right.
an Airbnb. I wonder if you could turn it into an Airbnb.
No, go sell the apartment and go buy a small city in Mississippi.
Heck yeah, I own about 500 acres
Right.
and still
Buy a
have money
small,
left over.
buy your own city, have your own sheriff, your own mayor, they can all do the justice of the peace, post office and the gas station, and you be like the king of your own little city.
That's
Just a
crazy.
charter.
One thing that I will say though about today that's very, very bittersweet, which I meant to bring it up at Leo's, but I was busy this morning. But today is bittersweet because I miss Wiley. Wiley was looking forward to today. He messed himself up. Now he just in jail.
That's true, and he's still in jail as far as I looked, because I don't see anything that he's gotten out, and yeah,
He's still in jail.
No, he didn't get out. He's still in jail. And think about how he was walking through Las Vegas trying to get people to vote and stuff. And now he done got himself messed up and he up in there during the election.
Fucked up. Probably still trying to get people to vote. Sure to vote.
Let me see. They said he could watch from the cell. And that's the thing. I wonder. Well, no, you can't even get a mail-in ballot at jail. I was about to say maybe he could apply for his mail-in ballot, but they probably won't even let him get one.
Isn't it also a thing if you're a felon you can't vote?
Yeah, that's what some people said, but they said it depends on the state that you live in. They say
And
it
what
varies
kind of
from state
felony?
to state.
I think it also
Hmm.
depends on what kind of felony it is too
Yeah.
in some states.
Kenneth said he can watch from the cell, and if Trump wins, he can write him a letter. Trump ain't gonna give a damn about Wiley letter. Trump don't give a damn about Wiley.
Nah,
I
if you
got
don't give a
somebody
damn,
back here. I don't know who this is. We're gonna give him
if
a
you don't,
chance.
if you don't give a damn about Omarosa, you don't give a fuck about Wiley.
Who is this, DBS?
Hey, this is DVS. How you doing, Charlie? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing this morning?
Can't complain. I can't complain. I was listening to you guys speak about the election and stuff like that, and thought maybe I'll come up here and give my 2 cents in the topic in hand, I guess.
Okay, go ahead. What you got to say?
So first off, let me introduce myself. Hey, everybody, it's DVS from Stuck in the System. I have a YouTube channel. Talk about the injustices of the system, group homes, foster homes, juvenile corrections, the whole spiel. Also have another channel that I belong to called the YouTube Streets. So I was just cruising these streets early in the morning, trying to see what was going on, and I heard you guys talking about the the election and what's going to take place. I just feel like we're screwed either way.
If you don't mind, what state are you in, or do you mind?
Oh, I live in New York City. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, Flatbush, but I live in Harlem right
Okay,
now.
you in New York. Okay, yeah, because we all in different states. Me and Charlie in the South, but Beasley in California, you in New York. So we got everybody pretty much coast to coast.
Yeah, east to west, north to south.
But they both from Mississippi originally.
I say I don't know much about the other states. I just know about New York, a little bit of New Jersey, and maybe PA. But I've been a New York kid my whole life, so I'm just learning as I go. I've heard some crazy stories of what's taking place with the ballots, and trying to burn boxes and whatever else they're doing to try to like mess up the tallies of the votes and stuff like that. But I don't know. Out here in New York, we're it's either you vote Dem or you don't get taken care of.
Well, then you should vote Dem.
Man, I've been told today at least 3 times y'all should vote. I'm not voting for either devil. The lesser devil. I'm not too happy with either or. Like I said, I'm a kid from the system, so I see through all the smoke screens and the BS. I don't think it matters either way, to be honest with you.
So you didn't go vote at all today?
Oh hell no! I've never voted in my life.
Vote for Father
Lord,
Flanagan.
not another Dragons 2.0.
Hey, listen, going through the system and been through group homes, foster homes, juvenile detention, corrections. Not saying I have all the answers, but I do believe a lot of this stuff is orchestrated precisely, strategically, and none of it is by coincidence. So, there's a lot of times they could have picked up the ball and changed the momentum or the direction of where the country is and the citizens and left, right, middle, it doesn't matter. this country could have been fixed at least 100 times over in the last 5 years.
Well,
Can I ask you this question?
there's money to be made in dysfunction.
Of course, chaos. They need the chaos in order to profit from it.
Yeah, you got to treat everybody.
Well, without crime, there would be no money in this country at all, and without the prison system / slave trade system,
That's exactly what it is.
this country wouldn't be running as smoothly as it does. Crime is the oil that keeps this thing pumping.
Yeah.
My question for you is,
it began on crimes.
if you don't vote, how do you expect anything to change? Do you pay attention to your local elections at least?
So I live in New York City. It's we got Eric Adams. We got a whole scandal going on out here. It's just they use different administrations to take the slack for the bullshit that they've been doing. Somebody's got to take the fall, and unfortunately, Eric Adams is that guy this time. But yeah, they're all puppets, man. They're all puppets. New York City is the prime example of that. I know it's a lot more kumbaya-ish in other counties and states, but New York City, ooh, it is it's vicious out here. They'll piss on you and tell you it's raining, and it's gonna help you grow. So
You said you grew up in the group homes and stuff, and in
foster home, group
foster
homes, juvenile detention, and then ultimately good old corrections, the big boys.
So you made some mistakes in your life and you learned from them.
Yeah, absolutely. Every life is a learning lesson. Everything I've been through, whether it's my choice or not, I learned from it. That's the only way to evolve or progress, and that's all I've been doing, or at least trying to do.
You were sticking motherfuckers up, son.
Yeah, man. That was a way to get it back then. Can't do that now.
Run your chains in your Avery's jacket, son.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
To...
Let me see those pockets. Yeah, let me see those pockets. So
take them Jordans off while you at it.
Yeah, yeah. That's how it goes out here, man. It's a stinking way of thinking. When you definitely in that lifestyle.
Naked.
Yeah, man, it's wild. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like in a weird sense, even though I'm not voting, when it comes to Trump, if he loses or he doesn't win or whatever, I feel like the Constitution is gonna go with him. I know that sounds crazy, but I feel like he's the last true representation of the Constitution in a sense.
Can you elaborate?
How so? Yes, that's what I'm trying to figure out. How so?
So I'm big on Second Amendment, right? Even though I can't bear arms, freedom is a must. But really, in all actuality, if Trump doesn't become president, or if they do whatever they do and Kamala does, they're gonna close up. They're gonna take a lot more freedoms that they've already taken. A lot of people don't even know, like things are being passed. That red flag law, all that stuff is to coincide with what might or may not take place. So when it comes to that, I think the last stance for an American to be a true American is the Second Amendment. And once they take that or they start infringing on that, you are no longer a free person. That's just me though. And like I said, I'm a felon, so I can't actually possess firearms, but I do advocate for those who can. And if you can't, then we're all in the same boat together, so.
I can promise you this, that ain't gonna be happening down south. They will riot in the streets.
Oh no, yeah, without a doubt. That's why it makes it so dangerous, because a lot of people, I'm not saying I think for the masses, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that are thinking the same kind of way that I am.
My fiance is from New York. He moved down here. That's one of the things that he enjoys about being down here is there's so much more freedoms versus up there. Even to get a handgun up there and to be able to carry is a act of Congress. Because the way I hear it is, and upstate's very upset because downstate is the one that passes the laws, and upstate's very different. You know, they kind of have to in some areas up there have a pew pew, especially when it comes to some of those like where y'all have in up north, you know, upstate, they have like bears and cougars and stuff like that, where downstate doesn't have to deal with that.
Well, really, so I'm stuck in a dilemma myself, and this is why I don't like the city, and I would never vote them. From a very young age, they teach the children out here that guns are bad, guns are bad, guns are bad, and it pushes the kids to want to be around guns that they can't have. So they create crime even before they even show the responsibility and the safety for the thing. You know what I mean? So it's like they're, instead of showing the safety and saying, yo, listen, you have the rights to do this, we're going to say you can't have the rights to do it so you can go get it and then become a part of the system for real. There's no Second Amendments, any kind of gun safety. That shit is taboo out here. Like, it's a secret that everybody has to keep because we're in a state that it's not allowed and you shouldn't have. Like, if you're here, you shouldn't have guns. That's how pretty much what it is. But then that makes kids want to be around guns more. I know it did for me.
Well, you also
So it
got
heightens the curiosity because in the South, we are around guns from a very early age. And honestly, I think it's very important because if there was ever a race war, the white kids, they have been learning how to use a weapon from the time that they were young. And I think black people have a lot of catching up to do in that regard.
Oh, of course, but that's by design, though. That's strategically orchestrated and formatted just because of that. In other not countries, in other states, in other counties, they have look at that kid that shot at President Trump or ex-President Trump. He was on a rifle squad in the school and they kicked him off because he had a shit shot. So it just goes to show you in certain areas they're pro Second Amendment, but that goes into their ideologies and their culture of way of thinking. Like, there's those who have their freedoms and those who don't. And the people that more than likely don't have their freedoms are the ones that are in cities. It's a perpetuated cycle. It's just a recycle of the same shit.
I literally, when I was, what was it? I was 14 years old. I went through what they call a hunter safety's course.
You see?
So, I mean, I've been around pew-pews my entire life since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. And when in school, we actually had a thing to where you go through a hunter safety's course. So you learn gun safety, you learn how to shoot it properly and all that other stuff.
Yeah, they would never do that in the city. This is another reason why they don't have football teams and varsities out here, because then that creates a unity and a division at the same time. And then it strengthens the gang mentality, if you get what I'm saying. Like, out here it's very mind manipulated and social, like a social experiment, but they got the shit down pat. You know, they don't allow sports out here because they know the unity that would bring. And then if you do that too well, that means that they'll go into the communities and actually start changing shit. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, you know, it's just, it's messed up.
I didn't even realize that New York didn't have. You said they don't have varsity high school football?
Not in the
And
city,
teams?
and if they do, it's very slim to none compared to everybody else. Like, it'll be designated areas in the city, so you would have to be a part of a certain zip code that would be able to accommodate you for that. The school would have to accommodate you for that, but you would have to be in that zip code.
That's crazy right there. I didn't even realize that. I don't even know how my upbringing would be if it weren't football. That was something that we look forward to every Friday.
We don't really got that out here like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, And if there are things like that, like neighborhood leagues and stuff like that, it's not really going anywhere. It's not like a scout's gonna come here and say, "Yo, we want this kid right here. He's the fastest." There's nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like it's slim to none. Very small percentage of those who actually get involved in that, compared to all the other distractions that's being fed to all the kids out here.
So the youth doesn't really have like a lot of extracurricular activities, even though it's New York, to really get out of the gang life and to do something constructive is basically what I'm hearing.
No, absolutely not. Usually what happens is those kids usually go to the streets. They figure it out early that this is not where I want to be. They get locked up or they get in trouble and say, this is not for me. And then there's other kids that are, this is what it is. This is my life. Could be a parent situation, could be whatever, but they become victim to that, and that's what they do. And then they're done. They're part of the system. Because once the system gets hold of you, it's over. It's like they never let go of you.
Yeah, I've known a lot of people even down here that have been in the gang life. Basically, most of it is passed on, like from family to family to family, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And you are right. Once the system gets a hold of you, it's very hard to get out and to change for the right way, because something always tries to come back and bite you in the butt, whether you're trying to be a better person, because there's a lot of things, if you're a felon, and you know this as well as I do, that is cut off from you, like certain educational things and stuff like that.
Yep.
So you can't go get a federal Pell Grant.
Oh, no. So you can get a Pell. Actually, when I came home from prison back in 2010, I went to Apex Technical for welding. One of the grants that they granted me was a pen and a Pell.
They did give you the federal Pell Grant, the
Yeah, I
phosphor?
got the pen and the Pell, and I got the financial aid as well.
Well, I know there's a lot of things in different states they'll cut you off from, that if if you get a felony, which is sad, because how are they supposed to change their life if you're telling them, well, you can't get this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you're a felon.
It's just that they want it to be perpetuated. It's like some don't slip through the cracks and some make it, you know what I mean? But there's a large percent of children and kids, adolescents, teenagers that just slip through the cracks, and they become a victim of the system. Unknowingly, unbeknownst to them. They didn't know, you know what I'm saying? It's just circumstance.
It is
One of the
rather-
people in the chat asked how old you were.
I'll be 40 next year. I'm 39.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you was a mid-80s baby too. So
Yeah, and I was born in 85. My mom was a fiend. Like I was running the streets at the age of like 9, like in and out. Like my mom's had us in crack houses and in Brooklyn, Flatbush, shit that. So yeah, I know very well about the streets, so
that's funny because we got 85, 86, and 87 up here.
oh wow.
Yeah, I was born in 86 and then Charlie was born in 87. So you around our generation. We just wasn't up in New York.
Yeah, New York was a lot different in the early 90s, 80s, and all that.
Mm-hmm. Which it makes sense now why so many people in New York aspire to be rappers and artists and stuff like that. Because it sounds like y'all really don't have the culture to hone up people wanting to be athletes. Because like in the South, most of the people just want to be athletes where I'm from. Either an athlete or maybe a rapper.
Yeah, these kids want to be rappers and shooters. That's it. They just want to drill shit. And my daughter's 13. I'm going through this shit now. I got a crazy situation with custody battles with her mother and influence and all that. System is fucked up. But these kids now, they want to drill shit. They want to fight. They want to gangbang. They want to smoke weed, and that's it. That's all they want to do. I'm talking about the ones that ain't got no the ones that, how could I say this? The ones that don't really have any kind of respect for authority or anything like that. Like the ones that don't have good families or circumstances or influences or bad situations. Like all they want to do is like go, rap, smoke, fight, and pretty much drill whatever is moving. It's bananas. Bananas. I just walked out my building just now. I got a cup of coffee. This kid was on the corner of the block talking to the other kids on the block, talking about he just got robbed for his money and his weed. It's like 11 in the morning. Broad daylight, robbed with a gun. And he was young too. He had to be like maybe 18, 19.
I heard a lot of people are moving out of the city because my fiance is from Long Island, right?
Mm.
And I heard a lot of people are moving out of the city to go to like Long Island or other places because the city's getting so terrible with crime.
Well, they knew what they were doing with the migrant situation. That no cash bail and all that. This is all, like I said, I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but it's all about design. It's strategically planned this way. No cash bail. So I just left the prison system about 5 years ago. I did a 1.5 to 3. I was up there. They were letting go of lifers, violence, non-violent, work release was getting put back on. They was having furloughs. I'm telling you, like, they were clearing the jails out. And the reason for that is, one is for the migrants that are about to take over the system, right? Because they need it. Well, it's not only the migrants, but it's also going to be the young kids that all of a sudden are gunsmiths. Listen, when I was younger, I couldn't get my hands on a piece of steel until I proved myself. And I actually, kid, I know it sounds crazy, but I wasn't going to do nothing stupid or hit any bystanders or anything like that. This is back in the day, though. These kids now, they know how to put something together off a YouTube video that the algorithm fed them, right? Which is crazy because the algorithm is another thing that's adding on to the kids' behaviors and rebelling and all the other stupid shit. But think about it. The influence is what's really got these kids going into the guns and the gang life. And the influence is really coming from other kids, but really, in all actuality, it's coming from the algorithm.
To me, it's really sad to see young kids mess up their lives like that because they have so much more potential than they think they have. In their brains, or they're drilled into their head, they don't have the potential, but they do. So many smart children messing up their lives, and we all know it ends in one or two ways. And you're lucky if you get the third option, which is to clean up your life and be different, but it either ends up in jail or dead. That's the other way. That's the two ways we know it ends up.
And that's a lot. That's a bigger percentage than actually getting your shit together. Because
that's why I say it's usually the one or the two. The third option is if you're lucky.
Yeah, the stars have to be aligned.
It reminded me of that we was discussing in my Members Monday the last time when you came up there, Charlie. Because this is a story ongoing about a 12-year-old that got messed up with the wrong crowd and ended up being involved in a triple murder. And he was only 12 years old, hanging out with a 16-year-old and a 17-year-old. And all three of them are being tried as adults. The situation just happened either last year or earlier this year. So they still are waiting for the trials and stuff. But me and Charlie was talking about the 12-year-old just completely messed up his life. Because once you get that type of situation on you at the age of 12, where do you go up from there?
Well, that's crazy because I didn't catch a murder charge at 12, but I ended up doing a year that turned it into 2.5, almost 3 years in juvenile. I caught the case when I was 11. They caught me when I was like 12 and a half, 13. I was already in a group home. And it's you got to do the time. I mean, I was in there with dudes, kids, for the life and non life, because at that age, you can't really, you can't be charged with more than a certain amount of time, at least in New York. I don't know about where you're from or where that case is from, but the most that a child could receive in New York is not a life. Not a life. He'll probably do 15 to 18 years and let him go. But yeah, you grew up in there.
This case specifically, if I'm not mistaken, it happened in Florida.
Yeah, I
Was
believe it was
the
Florida.
And you know, Florida is something else.
They
They
make
even still have the death penalty on the table over there.
Yeah, my channel that I belong to, YouTube Streets. We cover Wade Wilson. You heard about Wade Wilson?
No,
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
the Deadpool. They called him the Deadpool Iller.
Yeah, but he's a dude that's from Florida, Cape Coral area. Um, he was involved with some women. He supposedly it's very in depth when it comes to Wade Wilson. He's got a fan club. He's got like wives from all over the world that write him, call him, send him money. He's accumulated almost 90,000 to almost over a little bit over $100,000 on a GoFundMe. Um, he's got women scamming him, telling him he's the best. He's killed 2 women, mind you, admitted to it. Then he went back on the admission and said that he didn't do it. Went to trial, blew trial, and they gave him the death penalty. But it's been one hell of a roller coaster from when this thing started coming back out in sometime in July till now, because he just got sentenced to the death penalty. He's in death row in Florida, and you know he's acting like he's not even locked up. Like he's on a tablet, he's on a phone, he's kicked back, and it's not even a bid. It's just another day for him. But the
Is
delusion is real.
your channel the basketball face person?
Yes.
Okay. And I see that you also talked about Sarah Boone. We talked about her too over here.
Yeah, Sarah Boone.
Yeah, we talked about Sarah Boone in Florida. Florida be having the craziest stuff going down over there. I done said that for a very long time.
It's something in the water, I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Posting your link to your YouTube channel right quick over here.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, and I'll go over there and take a look at what you got over there too, because that one about the 12-year-old is still just crazy. But I can't believe you follow Sarah Boone around. Venus So was up here with Charlie earlier, but I don't know where she done went to. But she was hoping that Sarah Boone would get off. But I'm happy that she didn't. She needs to be over there. She needs to stay right there where she at.
Yeah, Sarah Boone, if she was smart, she would have took that 15. I would have jumped on that 15 immediately. Let me get that. I'll be home in like another 5 years. But yeah, she definitely screwed herself. What's kind of crazy is we have a female that's a part of the Wade Wilson case. Her name is Jessie. She's supposed to be like the, I guess you could say, the treasurer for Wade and all his money and GoFundMe's and everything. But she reminds me a little bit of Sarah Boone with the where she has to.
Charlie, can you get that war demon person?
She reminds me a little bit of Sarah Boone with the keeping Wade occupied and giving him like things to do, like if she's entertaining him, but she's also scamming the shit out of him. So it's entertaining to watch. It's definitely something to look at.
But yeah, no, I was sitting there looking, and yeah, I watched a little bit of what was going on with the Wade Wilson, because when they called him, said his name, you automatically think of Deadpool, and they called him the Deadpool Iller. And because on YouTube there's certain restrictions we have on certain words, or they won't monetize your videos. Or
so
they'll
tell you no secret. So
tell me.
If you go into your settings, it's deep dive. But if you really get into your settings, there's a way that you can present your channel where it would be accepted for the cursing and all that stuff. I know there, like when you make a video, there's like who's it? Not the 18 or older thing, but it's a little bit more in depth. Who is it? Are you going to be saying a curse word within the first 5 minutes? Are you going to be using any slanders, the F word, the N word, anything like that? And it's 3 options. The best option would be to choose the second one. The third one, it kind of puts you in an algorithm where it's dark. Not a lot of people are, it's only like weirdos. But the middle, the second one is where you're smooth sailing. You're pretty much you're in the clear for the cursing. certain things. You can't say the F word or the R word or the N word, but everything else is a go.
Oh, okay. See, that's why we've been changing a lot of us over here when we say instead of saying the murder, we say erder, and there's other words. You know what I'm saying? Like SA instead of the actual words. That way we won't get our advertisements taken from us.
Mm-hmm. But there's a way that you can clear that up, so you don't really have to be so mindful. Because I know that.
And that actually makes sense what he's saying, because I was even thinking about that myself, because it's a lot of bigger popular channels that cover a lot of this stuff and they don't censor the words at all. And I always wonder how they were able to get around it. But then the smaller channels, they can't get around it.
Well, it's just how deep you dive into your settings. Um,
Hmm.
you really got to get in there from a PC. You can't really do it on the phone. Um, it's better to do it from the desktop version.
Well, I'm on the desktop, so I am going to go look into that more. Thank you so much for telling me that, because I've been censoring myself, and trying to make sure, even though I'm reading these stories, right, and
Yeah,
trying to use the correct terminology.
It puts you in a bad spot. I know, because it's like you got a fence around you, and you're like, I just want to speak freely. You know what I mean? And it's like you got to be super mindful. So then trust me, there's a lot going on top of other things. To deal with that is like it does slow you down. It hinders you in a way.
Especially when you're covering true crime.
Yeah, without a doubt, without a doubt. When you ladies have a chance, check out True Crime with Griselda. Really good true crime Potter. She's a part of the team on the YouTube streets. Yeah, I don't know if you guys want to link up with her, shoot her something, or whatever. But she's been doing her thing really well on the YouTube streets, as far as her old channel goes as well. But yeah, it's a little thing, and it takes a community too. You know what I mean? You can't do it all by yourself.
I think I have her channel right here. I'm going to copy and post it, so if somebody wants to go over there and check her out, because that's something that I do over here in our sectors. I do share out people, and we try to build each other up over here.
Absolutely, that's the only way this is going to work. And not for nothing, if you get monetized and you do this consistently, and there is money to be made. I bullshit you not.
I just got my monetization a week ago. It was about a week ago.
So if you really get to work and you put your pedal to the metal and you grind out, I'm telling you that this shit is profitable. I don't talk shit to talk shit. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those guys. This shit is profitable. There's about 4 of us, and we're pretty good every month between the 4 of us. So, take it for what it is, but if you got patience, it'll work out in the long run.
That's what's up. And see, now this is the thing. Now, see, a new person like him, I don't mind.
Yeah, we've had
A new person like him. We done had a lot of new people that start coming around, but it's not like you. I appreciate you, because I mean, yeah, people was about to judge you about not voting, but to listen to you, it seemed like you really didn't have much guidance for anybody to teach you the importance of it. No way.
Well, I mean, I learned it firsthand, so it got a little sticky for me. I have a lot of resentment towards the system. I see it clearly. I don't really see the smoke that everybody else sees. So I'm just not one to vote for the lesser devil. I'm with making change and let's get her done and move in that direction. But like, I don't see that happening. I mean, it is something that I wish for every day, but it's just I can't choose either side. I can't, because if this country was taken on not good terms. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe too much knowledge
No,
is
it makes sense. That's kind of how I felt when it was Hillary. When it was Hillary versus Trump, I had that same thought process. So I understand where you're coming from to a certain degree.
yeah, this country is built on graping and pillaging and lying and forcing religion down people's throats and enslaving them. So I don't really want to back that either way, because at the end of the day, it really does come from shit. I just believe in the universal, freedom, and I believe with freedom comes you have the right to defend yourself with a rock, a stick, or a gun. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's hard for me to vote. I just can't. I can't say, yeah, I'm just gonna choose the lesser devil when I know both of them are wrong.
Yeah, the lesser of two evils, or the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's another saying uh, between people. Some people have that feeling, and this is the thing. You have that freedom to feel that way. You get what I'm saying? You have the freedom to not vote if you so choose to. It is part of your freedom to believe and feel as you do, even if others may or may not agree with it, right? That's just
Mhm.
like me, myself, and I. You know,
I love that said too, by the way, because I actually do it with the, like, it's almost like, how they do the crucifix, the body of Amen, however they do it. So I do me, my whole body, myself, my soul, and then my eye, my third eye. You know what I mean?
see, a lot of people don't realize that, I don't go around pushing my beliefs on others. I am a Christian, but I'm not going to tell you how to believe, because ultimately, at the end of our lives, right? If I believe in my belief system, right? When I go to heaven, will I be judged based on your book of life or my own? My own.
Absolutely.
So why am I going to tell you what to do or what to believe when it's your choice and your right? God gave us free will. It's your free will to choose and do as you please, and it's not my right to judge you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and that's the best way, because that's a mutual respect. I'm not going to violate you or disrespect you because of your beliefs, and I would expect the same thing in return. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of things that I can learn from you that you can learn from me. Just because we don't believe in the same thing doesn't mean that we can't move forward and progress and help other people or even help each other.
Yes, and
And see,
agreeing.
it's interesting that you said that about the free will, Charlie, because that was one of the first debates that I remember having when I used to do debate, because I'm on the side of predestination and not free will. And that's an interesting debate to be had, speaking of them new people.
So you believe in
But that's
assimilation?
an interest. Hmm?
You believe in assimilation?
Right. I believe that everything was already mapped out before we were even thought about.
Oh, I get that, but I mean, as far as like moving in your own free will and your own journey of life, I believe that you can manifest whatever you like. I do it.
Hmm.
I do it all the time. So I don't think anything is preordained. I do believe that there's checkpoints, whether you change something from a previous life or a karma debt. But um, yeah, you are a manifester, and you can change the path at any given time. There's so many different ways to orchestrate things for yourself to make it work for you.
Hmm. Yeah, and that does make sense. I think I've just been more so because I think you can't believe in one and you cannot believe in both, in my opinion. But some people feel like you can. Some people feel like things are predetermined, but then other people feel, or some people feel like you have free will, but your life from point A to point B was already thought up for you. And for me, those two things just cannot be correct. It has to be one or the other.
So that's a good one, because I feel what you're saying, but at the same time, in between the A to Z, right, in your lifetime, I believe that you're here for a purpose. Uh, Even though you might be a small um, atom on the scale, um, the atom can blow shit up. You know what I mean? All it takes is the right amount of pressure. So I just believe that from A to Z, you're put in this realm, I guess this realm, and you're supposed to achieve what it is that you couldn't achieve the last time in a reincarnation kind of way too. It's deep because I believe in omnism, right? I've studied many different religions. So it's hard for me to like get into that too because I do believe in reincarnation, but I also believe in the universal, energy and everything like that. And it's really hard to, I guess, explain or present because it's like I'm trying to make up for the things that I think people know when I know that they may not know. So it's like I'm trying to inform at the same time, trying to get people to understand. So it's deep. I don't know. When it comes to that right there that's one hell of a topic to be talking about.
Yeah, I would agree 100% with that. But it came to mind when Charlie was talking about free will. That's all.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I do believe in destiny though, and things happen for a reason because me and my fiance technically would have never met in any circumstance if it had not been already deemed to be so. And I'm going to explain to you why. He was from New York, Long Island. I was from Mississippi, right? We happenstance both went to the same streaming platform called YouNow. And through that, we met a group of friends, right? And through those friends, we met each other. If I had not went to that website and he had not went, the chances of us meeting were slim to none. I would have never left the state. He would have never left the state. How would we have met if it hadn't have been already fated to be so?
But do you believe that's fate or destiny?
See, that's why I'm saying it's kind of fate and it's kind of destiny at the same time because, and this is where I do believe in soulmates. There are two people that are destined to be each other, twin flames.
That's where that universal energy comes in. That soul, that energy from the souls. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm trying to like, I feel you. I get what you're saying.
We would have never met if it hadn't have been for something stepping in the way and doing it because I'm all the way down here. He's all the way up there. I was stuck in my little country corner, right? And he was all the way in New York. Technically, I would have never traveled to New York. He probably would have never came to Mississippi, right? So how in the world would we have met? There is no other option but that. Not to mention it's so weird that sometimes I tell him I think we had a soul child because I have a son from a previous relationship. And a lot of the things that they have so much in common. And sometimes like I hear them, he'll say something, then I'll be talking to my son and he'll say something and they sound so much alike that it's unreal.
Wow.
Like it trips me out. I'm like, wait just a minute, this ain't right.
Well, they say that souls, so they say that souls are connected for eternity. They magnetize towards each other. So I believe like you guys pulled each other to that point in time because whether you knew it subconsciously or universally, y'all had to come back together.
I say that we found each other at the right exact moment too, because when we first tried to date, he was still going through some issues and stuff like that. Like he had a divorce and everything, right? When we first became friends, it was nothing like that. We were just friends. But then
I'm so sorry. I kind of jumped up here and I'm being selfish because I got to go pick up my son from school.
Oh, go pick up your baby. Don't worry about nothing else.
quick question: do you believe in spirituality, like your ancestors and the spirits from your your parents,
Yes, I'm
grandparents, and
also
stuff like that?
Cherokee and all that, so yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you already know. Yeah. Okay, got you. Yo, it was a pleasure speaking with y'all, Charlie. The last done. Yo, I'm digging your style. Definitely want to do this again. Uh, loving the hospitality. And hopefully we can do something in the future. Guys, come check us out over there on the YouTube streets. Maybe we can
I
collab or
subscribe
something.
to everyone, and yeah, we could possibly collab. Go pick up your son. Have a great day, and thank you for coming up.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you. Be safe. Have a good one.
All right. It was good meeting you.
Yes, you too. Yes, you too. Have a good one.
Yeah, I'm going to subscribe to him. All right. Bye.
All right,
I'm
thank
going
you.
to subscribe to him when I catch your replay, Charlie, because if I would have clicked on the links while I'm up here, it would have kicked me out. But see, this is the type of new energy that I don't mind because he came in here respectful and he came in here with something to contribute. He didn't come up in here looking for a fight. Now that's something called organic. And it's probably just because he happened to get over here. Whereas the other new people, they come and watch and then they try to emulate what they think we want from them over here instead of just coming over here being themselves.
Yeah, if they just come in chilling and talking like he did, we wouldn't have a problem.
Right. I agree with that 100%. I think that was really good. But yeah, well, I'm going to drop down as well because you at the 3 hour mark now, Charlie. But it was good talking to him and listening to his point of view because I never would have thought that I could understand somebody who has never voted a day in their life until he spoke about, his upbringing and where he came from and what he saw firsthand. And I could understand being in that type of situation, how it could be discouraging to where you feel almost hopeless, even when it comes to voting, no matter which way you go.
I could understand that too when you come from, like, hearing his point of view of where he came from and what happened in his life. It really does lead you to see where he's coming from that stance.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I
Thank you
agree.
for so
But
much for coming up, Jay Dizzle.
okay, you're welcome. That was a good talk. Well, thank you for having me. I guess we're going to keep our eyes open. Now, I would love to have a discussion with him after the outcome of the election. So hopefully he keep his word and he come back. Because depending on the outcome, I would love to hear his point of view. Maybe he could come, well, whatever show you do in the morning, he could come once everything is in and tell us his thoughts.
Yeah, whatever day it might be. If he pops back up, he's more than welcome to hit this link. He came in respectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah, me
Sizzler.
too. Yeah, he always got to make himself known. Ain't nobody talking to you.
He's
But
like, I'm the important one over here. I'm the important one.
he better take his run down there to vote. You still got about 4 more hours left. Now get on down there and vote since you want to be using your voice. Now make yourself useful.
I gotta scroll up. I'm gonna drop your channel too, Jay Dunn, and everything. So if they see you, they'll know. Come. Oh, do you want me drop Dundada or the Jay Dunn one?
Yeah, Dundada. Because I don't do, I've not been using my J Dunn one, but I might start utilizing it. Because YouTube keep emailing me about that channel, talking about they want me to reapply for monetization. And I'm like, now why y'all want me to reapply for monetization on this one now that I'm doing so well on my other one?
You ain't gonna believe this, Jay Dizzle. You know I've been subscribed to the Jay Dunn channel for years, right?
Mm-hmm.
YouTube unsubscribed me. I had to resubscribe. I'm like, what?
I could believe it, probably because I haven't been doing much content over there. Because what I've noticed is when I get ready to share people's community wall posts or anything, because I haven't been utilizing that channel as much, in order for people to see what I shared, I have to go into Dundada and share it there because that's the more active channel.
I've been subscribed to that Jay Dunn channel though for years. What the crap, YouTube?
Mm-hmm. I believe it. Probably because they view that channel as being inactive because I'm not doing nearly as much. And the thing is, I did have to go through letting them know that both channels is me because they were trying to put me for reused content because they didn't realize that channel is me too over there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you had to tell them that they both me. I own both channels.
Right. Both of them is me. So how I'm reusing my own content? It's mine. So yeah. So maybe that's why. Since they know that I'm more active with the Dunn Dada, then I think the J Dunn has fallen out of the algorithm a little bit.
Well, I resubscribed, so I'm back over there in case you do happen stance to be able to. I was like, what? Because that J Dunn channel is quite a few years old. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah, and that's honestly the reason.
I need to go
that's
check,
the reason too why I started. That's the reason why started using the Dunn Dada one as well, because yeah, that channel is old, and it was one time where I had 2 strikes over there after that MHB mess. I had 2 strikes on that channel, and you know the 3rd strike they take the channel away, and so that's why I was just like, once I had 2 strikes on that channel, that's what made me just start seriously building the Dunn Dada channel in order to keep that channel safe.
I remember that, and then you had like 2 more backups, I believe, and I got to go check to see if I'm subscribed to them still, because I don't even see them. I'm like, what? YouTube tripping, y'all.
Yeah, I got a few of them, but yeah, well, either way, I'm about to drop down from here, Charlie. I'm about to put this TV on to see if it's anything going on here in Georgia related to this. I think that's the most exciting part of the election, just to see what's happening out there, you know, to see if people acting up, if they out there fighting, what they doing. So that's what I'm about to do, try to look and see about that. But I'll talk to you later.
You have a good day, J Dizzle. I'll see you later.
Okay, bye. All right, bye.
I want to thank you all for being here today. We had an amazing conversations. I dropped, his name is YouTube Streets. I dropped his channel. And if you look under his YouTube Streets personalities, all of the channels are underneath there, the ones he was talking about. And I'm going to go over here right quick, and we're going to see who is live, like I always do at the end of every one of my lives. I check to see who's live, so we'll know, and we'll know where to go on these YouTube Streets. Lady Nika is live. Ness is live. Ness No Mess. Raw Be Privileged is live. The Good Putty Cat is live. Auntie Donna is live. I might have to go up there and check in with Auntie Donna, because we know I love me some Auntie Donna now. Let me go ahead and like this video up, and I'm going to share her live link. We'll see what Auntie Donna is talking about this morning. Auntie Donna's live, y'all. Let's go over there and see Auntie Donna this morning and everything. And y'all have a blessed one, and thank you all for being here. And thank you for helping me hold it down while I'm sick.
I'm from the TUPELO. I'm repping my hood, so love I'm gon' show. From the TUPELO. I'm repping my hood to the day that I go. From the TUPELO. I'm repping my hood, so love I'm gon' show. From the TUPELO. I'm ripping my hood to the day that I go.
I'm from the west side, we don't need no introduction. This was the best ride. We all big boy rolling and holding. Come take a test drive. Hilldale, Evergreen, Glenkirk, Adder Street, bending every corner on the west, and that's where I'll be. Sunroof back, Captain C banging down 1800, chunking up the deuce to my post slanging down on 1800. Show no love to the ladies that's training round on 1800, making time stand still. Crystalline swinging down on 1800. Watching out for them knuckleheads that be staying round on 1800. Big rims and low pros be blanging round on 1800. Better completely change the way you're thinking about round 1800. Really hate to see you boys get left slanking around 1800. Out of street got some history, just let Captain C lay it out. If I don't finish it all on this one, let the second verse break it out. Remember the blue apartments from OG standing back there by 60 deep. Blue Walker, saw blue a big Anthony using P.
I'm from the TUPELO. I'm repping my